get it going, man. Let's get it popping real quick. Give me a link to Charlie if you guys can hear me loud and clear. Let's do some late night man cave madness.
I'm here with you, damn it.
And you can slice. You can slice the face. You can slice the chest.
But you know what? It all comes back to one thing.
It's got the fun.
But it's not for children, though. I'm fucking with grown folks right now.
Come on, man.
Raiders, make sure to remind folks to put Q colon in front of their question so that grabs my attention.
Put a key up front of it.
It's Timmy time.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Goddamn YouTube correctional officers. I hope they pay you well.
Glad everybody stopped by, having a real good time, my guy. Rocky coming through, letting know he shoot goddamn rope for the bug out.
Pause.
Ron, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. Hey, man, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. Ian, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member.
You know, they're gonna be like, he was a good man. Yeah!
Make sure you pedal the like button. Put me back in the goddamn algorithm.
Emotional, damn it.
Fun is definitely what we're going to be heavily focused on.
I think that everybody's on Sabinja's balls. They got them both cupped with the hands, like kind of like this. Like, let me cup them for you.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Chris, you know you got the goddamn hooked on phonics, sir. Here
Let's
we go.
get it.
I'm ambidextrous.
What more do you want from me?
I'm not a goddamn mathematician. I don't think Dwayne is here, my resident mathematician. Oh my God. Oh boy. It is that guy. Back at it again. Already making stuff happen. Having a freaking fantastic time. This is your boy Marine X. Back at it again. Make sure you slap that goddamn like button. Put me in the algorithm. Let them know that you want to have a good time this evening, man. Let it be known.
Are you not entertained?
Man, oh man, already coming through, putting me up on the big screen because you already know what the goddamn deal is. Jason Brooks just brought out the Battalion Stallion for the first time this evening. Congratulations, sir. You got a good head on your shoulders. You brought out the fattest ass on YouTube, man. The fattest goddamn ass on YouTube. Tell me otherwise. Who would disagree? Sir, thanks for stopping by. Also, thanks for joining the goddamn membership. We appreciate that, man. Make sure you put a Q colon in front of your shit. Let me know, what did you carry today? What are you doing? Are you part of the toilet squad? Are you still just hanging out? Are you just chilling out? You having a good time? Man, what is the deal? You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everybody's had a good one. Mods, make sure you stay on top of that shit. This is a public chat just in case we got random bots and all sorts of shit to come up in here. You know what I'm saying? We just want to make sure we keep everything copacetic. Only 2 reasons to get that ass bounced up out of here. Say something racist. Say something about my goddamn kids. That's it. That's the only reason to get your ass jazzed up out of here. Sent to the goddamn upper room, man.
Room, nigga. The upper room.
Just saying.
With Jesus.
And of course, man, we got to have a good time and have a good day. It's the beginning of the weekend. And everybody's always kind of chilling out, and a lot of things have been going on, and for some of us, it kind of just makes a lot of sense. For some of us, it just makes a lot of sense to just chill out, have a good time. And I'm kind of like right there in that exact same position where, you know, I absolutely don't mind coming up, doing some late night madness. Of course, I told myself I was about to go to sleep, and then I told myself, you know what, that goddamn Starfield just dropped.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Should I do a late night of that shit, man?
Come on, man.
And of course, you know, you never know what the deal is. So we'll talk about what I carried today and all of that good stuff. Of course, I have got to freaking get this goddamn cigar lit, because otherwise it will never come to fruition. I'm gonna have this is an Undercrown Nightshade by Drew Estates. Of course, one of my favorite cigar makers. They have a way to get directly to my heart and just make me feel good inside, and they are always just making the fantasticness happen. I don't know if you guys, I've smoked this before on a live stream exclusive. I'm a big fan of this cigar. I like the color. I the machinations. I'm gonna go ahead and do a V cut with this thing, and we're gonna see what the remind myself what the cold draw is like. Mainly because I haven't had this in a couple of weeks, so why not just kind of get a reminder of that. We're gonna start off with a little bit of late night coffee. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of just keeping it real smooth. Like, man, I don't remember which one I roasted. I just know I said, you know what? We're gonna stay up a little bit, man. Let's just go ahead and get some damn pour over action going on, man. You know I got a good goddamn head on my shoulders, man. So we might as well do that as well. What did you guys carry today? Are you still carrying stuff? I see some folks coming in from Hawaii, some other folks coming in from different parts of the country. So maybe you yourself you still got your carry going on for today. Maybe it's not quite over yet, so I would understand that. Let me know, what did you carry today? What did you have in your pockets? Hopefully everybody's having a good one so far and all of that good stuff. And a V cut is just kind of where I want to be at the moment. And freaking just get everything going. Let me see. Where's my goddamn? I would try the actual matches, but I have like a ton of crap going on in regards to the in regards to fans going on around my garage. And I was like, you know, I would particularly prefer not to necessarily have to worry about not being able to get this shit going because of the damn cigars and all of that good stuff. Might as well just go for what I know with the damn lighter action. So let's get this shit lit real quick. Ladies, let's get this shit going real quick, man. Let me get this shit lit real quick. Give me a second. Give me a second to get my shit in here. No, give me a second to get it lit, man. Sometimes it's like that. I need to focus. And while we're focus on them goddamn titties, man, I'm just saying, give me a goddamn second.
Bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Yep. That does get the job done. Ladies, get down. You never know. Get that ass down. You never know what's going on. Who's here already, man? Who already kicked the goddamn door in? Who's up for a goddamn late night shenanigans? Blasto Supreme. What up, man? Thanks for stopping by. Says hello to the battalion. Hello back to you as well, sir. Thank you for kicking the goddamn door in. The real Chris Brown is here. Moderator or moderators. Sir, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. We appreciate that, man. Kicking in the door from Hawaii. Is that boy the geekiest guy? What up, folks? Kicking the door in, slapping that like button. Make sure you slap the goddamn like. You know what? Let me do the same shit, man. Are we not slapping like buttons today? Let me slap my own goddamn like button. I'm watching over here on the goddamn iPad. Might as well make sure we do that shit as well. Reminding folks to slap the like button is Chris, sir. We appreciate the reminder there. He says, salute Marine X from a Army infantry vet. What up, man? He says, Black Warrior Spirit. Hey, man, thanks for stopping by. Also, thank you for your service. Thanks for kicking the door in. Thanks for staying up late. There's a lot of things you could have did, but for some reason, you're here watching me grape. That means you watching me run my grape. That means you got a good goddamn head on your shoulders, man. Oh, Travis says I'm getting that pin. He must be. Are you talking about? You know what? I was gonna go through my DMs today, and I think I saw your name in the DMs. And I got like a freaking ton of DMs to go through. So on Instagram, we might have to make that stuff happen as well. Curiosity Forge is here as well. What up, man? Thanks for stopping by. Anthony is here. What up, man? What up, X and Battalion? Kirk Moore, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. Bronny as well, sir. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. Everybody in the mix. Cam is here. Jason just joined the battalion, as mentioned earlier. A nice mix of folks. Semper Fi, sir. I was creeping in your goddamn. I was creeping. I was just there, man. Listen, I was creeping, freaking just enjoying that shit. No, I'm just saying I was creeping, not peeping you. Just creepy. I saw you live earlier making that shit happen. And all that. Are you still alive now? Did I step on your goddamn dick, sir? I'm just saying. I will do that. It says, what up, X? Hope all is well. Everything is good. Rocky, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. Travis is here as well. A nice mix of folks. So listen, guys, one thing that I would like to do, one thing that I would really like to do is, first thing to talk about is Man Cave Mondays. We're going to keep it up, but I want to start to structure Man Cave Mondays and kind of maybe sort of structure it into the Man Cave Monday podcast. The Man Cave Monday podcast. Everybody and their mom has a fucking podcast.
Hey, bro, come
Boosie.
on
I'm just,
now, dog. Come on, man.
Boosie, everybody got one, man. I'm not trying to be like everyone else, but I already have the structure in place. And why not start talking about some interesting man-related topics? And I'm not saying man like third leg. I'm just saying that things that would be interesting to talk about in your man cave, in your babe cave, whether it's EDC or survival stuff or stuff that's going on in the world. Like, one thing that I thought was fucking bananas here in Texas today, over 700 laws took effect
What?
today. Over 700 laws.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Over 700 laws took effect today. That is craziness. Some of them are good. Like, one of them that I thought is an awesome law is like this new law that has to do with protecting people in the workplace for the way their hair looks. For instance, I got dreadlocks. There are people in the state of Texas who get discriminated against because they have braids in their hair, they have dreadlocks. So a new law took in place that you can't discriminate against someone, you can't fire someone for the way that their hair looks. Now, if they're unkempt, that's different. I have dreads, but I keep mine pretty kempt, meaning I don't look fucking crazy. I keep a drop fade on the side, all that type of stuff. Now, it doesn't matter if you're white, black, or purple. If your hair is freaking unkempt, goddamn lice all over the place, then yeah, they need to bounce that ass up out of there, man. HR. So over 700 laws took place today, man. We got other ones that took place as well. You know, all those laws about protecting school kids from different books and shit. It's just a lot of shit that just, all sorts of stuff took place today. So Man Cave Monday podcast, more structured approach. We will start that hopefully this upcoming Monday. Listen, there are so many fucking deals. So many deals that one of the videos I'm going to watch today, you're just going to have to freaking, I got a couple videos I want to watch today. I want to search for Amazon deals for my fucking self. And I'm going to bring y'all along the fucking ride because, I freaking want to make sure that you guys are good to go. Smoke them if you got them, man. I'm just saying. Bitch. So I'm going to watch a couple of videos on Amazon deals when it comes to power tools, maybe EDC stuff. I don't know if anybody's done videos on EDC Amazon deals, but it's Labor Day weekend. Does anybody intend, does anybody intend to freaking slap something on the goddamn grill? Does anybody intend to just freaking rock out with their goddamn balls out? Pause. I'm just saying, just kind of enjoy themselves. Now, I don't eat beef or pork, not because of a religious thing or anything like that, but literally I was watching myself on YouTube and I said, man, I look kind of fucking fat.
Bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I was looking a little pleasantly plump, so I went cold turkey. One day I literally woke up and just stopped eating freaking beef and pork. But I still have to make beef and pork for my family. They still eat goddamn steaks and hamburgers and hot dogs and goddamn bacon and all the other shit. So I still cook the shit. So I might throw some shit on the grill. I might go out to the hunting property. Who's getting ready for hunting season as well? Because one thing that I'm super excited about as I get one of some build outs ready for hunting season. So I got one here. Now this one here is more for my hog shoot, the AR-10s build out, the Armalite AR build. But I also have a 6mm loadout that I use if I go for doe or for spike season. I have 30-06 loadout, which is kind of overkill and stuff like that. But it just kind of depends. So like I'm getting ready for, I don't do bow. Does anybody do bow? Does anybody do bow? Like normally in a lot of states, I know here in Texas, the first thing that starts off is bow. A couple of reasons. One is I don't fucking own a goddamn, well, I own a bow, but it's not really like bow worthy. I haven't practiced with it enough. I don't have the best of aim with it. And two, it is too fucking hot,
Hey,
man. It's
bro,
just,
come on now,
listen.
dog. Come on, man.
It is too hot when bow season starts here in Texas. Yes, it will be a little cool. And the way that we do hunting on my hunting property is we tend to get into the bows, or we get into the deer stand usually around 4:30 in the morning. So it's still a little cool. But by the time daylight breaks and you're allowed to begin to shoot deer, it begins to get hot. Wasps wake up in the deer stand. I fucking hate getting in the deer stand, and goddamn wasps have woken up. Anybody ever been hunting before and been stuck in a deer stand with some fucking wasps, sir? It is a freaking thing that would scare you straight, man. So I prefer to do rifle. You know, I myself prefer to do rifle because, you know, there's an opportunity to kind of just let it cool down a little bit more. I can wait. I usually do go out there on opening day, but I normally will wait a little bit more until it gets a little bit colder and all that good stuff. It says, do Texas have turkey? Yeah, we got turkey. This is some turkey I put down on my hunting property. This is probably 3 years ago. I locked my hair out in 2020. And so this was probably, I think this was that spring before that. So the spring before I locked my hair out in August, I put down 6 turkey that day. It was turkey season here in Texas. I think, well, there's two different turkey seasons, but the one that I participate in is April and May, and that's also goes alongside with dove season. So our turkeys aren't that big. Like if you go to Missouri, those fucking turkeys up there are monsters. Now we can shoot more turkeys. We can shoot more turkeys here in Texas. I think that there's more restrictions on other states. In Texas, we're kind of just fucking, you just kind of just rocking out with your goddamn cock out, man. You just make the shit happen, man. You just do whatever you see fit, man. Of course, our bucks aren't as big as when you get up north to the Missouris and Ohio and especially fucking Montana. Oh my God, what I would do to win a lottery to hit up and go to goddamn Montana. Oh my God. It just, you know, how much are tags in Texas? Actually, to be honest with you, I'm not quite sure because I'm a disabled vet. I'm a disabled vet more than 50%. All my tags are free. I don't know how much tags are. I think for a super license in Texas, I think it's $65, if I'm not mistaken. Field trip. Let's see. Hunting, fishing, license, combo, Texas. I think a super combo is either $65 or $85. So super combo packages, hunting and fishing. So a super combo package is $68. You can buy it online. I usually go to Dick's. No, I don't, not literally fucking Dick's. I mean, I go to Dick's Sporting Goods. Okay, Dick's goddamn Sporting Goods or Academy. But I'm already in the system at Dick's and Academy, so I just walk in, give them my license, and they give me a super combo, which gives me the ability to fish in the Gulf of Mexico, which I rarely do. But why not get the entire super combo? And also I can fish freshwater, and I can do hunting on land and all that other type of stuff. And in Texas, if you guys do hunt in Texas, until last year, you did not need a you did not need a hunting license to hunt hog. So you can come on my property and hunt hog. You can go on to other property and hunt hog. I think they did change it that you need a license to hunt hog. Hog are still nuisance animals. Montana Arthros mule deer. I don't know I'm not really good on species. I just fucking know that they're fucking humongous. And also in Montana, I don't go there I'm not really concerned about deer. I entered the lottery in Montana for elk, which are deer and elk in the same goddamn family. I think so, right? I don't know. So I think, but I entered the lottery in Montana to see if I can actually go there. And what you can do is you can enter the lottery for Montana, even if you're an out-of-state resident, and you can see if you're going to be allowed to hunt there. I think you get one tag, and I've never won before. Another thing that you can do is you can go on opening day in Montana and see if someone else won the lottery and they didn't show up. But that's a big risk to take a drive to Montana. I would drive because I want my truck so I can take the meat back down with me. But, you know, I would love to be able to hunt. I mean, look at these fucking pictures they got here. They got a picture of a fucking bison. And is that a fucking billy goat? Look at it. We can't hunt any of this shit. What is this? Look at this shit. Is that a donkey? This goddamn duck. My God. Let me see. I can't see that shit. It looks like a goddamn, yes, I'm just saying. Our hunting tags don't have any of these goddamn, is that a woodpecker? Wait, select an eagle from the list to prove you're not a robot. Okay, I'm just a fucking boosie. I didn't read this shit, okay? Dog. I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
So hunting is coming up, man. I'm super excited about that shit. Building out the last bit of whether I'm going to be using an AR loadout for hog, or if I'm going to be using I have a historical, I say historical, it's a 6mm that I have from the 70s. My wife's grandfather passed and left his daughter, which is my mother-in-law. It's a freaking tongue twister. Left her 25 weapons. 25 weapons. She, for the most part, has no clue to how to clean them, turn the safeties off or on, load them, store them. So I've taken possession. The weapons still belong to her, but we had to do some shit in here in the state of Texas where I've taken possession of them for safety reasons because she doesn't fucking have a clue. I'm just saying about that stuff, and I want to slowly but surely show her more about it. So super excited about that stuff, man. So what did I carry in the pocket today? What was carried in the pocket today? Well, the day's almost over. We do have, this is the top knives. I think this is the mini Scandi, but it's in a folder version. Tops Knives is really trying to expand their knives and actually do stuff more other than just always have fixed blade knives. So this is an LMAX. This is actually a fantastic knife. One thing I will say about it, I do wish that it had a thumb stud. I'm very particular on thumb studs. I do like how the pocket clip is implemented here. So you can actually simply move it around without, there's no holes in the scales for the pocket clip. It's at the top. So you take this thing apart, you move it around, you can move the pocket clip to the other side. And the lanyard hole is extremely small, like laughably small. So Tops Knives, if my only critique about this thing, I don't put stuff in lanyard holes of folding knives, of pocket knives. I do like to put paracord on fixed blade knives. Sometimes it's easier to get those out the pocket. Pocket knives, I mean, folding knives, not so much, because if you have a decent pocket clip. But if people do like to do paracord, look how fucking small that hole is. God damn, you gotta have like a goddamn leprechaun penis, man, to just get that shit going. That is a no joke. So we got the let me look that up. I think it is the mini Scandi. I don't want to misquote them. Field trip. Let's see. Tops, Knives, Flipper. I think we had the so yeah, it's the mini Scandi folder 4.0. They are definitely wanting to expand upon their mini Scandi line when it comes to the folding. And so for disclosure, Tops Knives sent this shit out to me, so I didn't pay for it. Let me see how much it is on their website. They came out with this in 2008, or in 2018 they dropped their first mini Scandi folder. They've since expanded upon it. They added LMAX. I can't remember what the first line was, but almost every single one of their knives at Tops Knives is a a fixed blade, except for the mini Scandi, and I think there's one other one. Let's take a look here. The 3 Bros, that's interesting. I want to take a look at that. So if we go to folding, what do we get for folding? Yeah, so we get the mini Scandi. It's just in 3 different versions. So the mini Scandi that first came out in 2018 is the one on the left. The one that they sent me is the Mike Sierra Foxtrot Dash Golf. This one is the one that they sent me. I think this is the newest addition to the mini Scandi, but they now have it in the L Max, and this is the one that they sent. So it's a little, you know, like I say, the paracord, I mean, the lanyard hole's a little nonsensical. I wish they had a thumb stud, but at least they are expanding the line. At least they are expanding the line. Now, I see a bunch of, I like their naming conventions of their knives. The 3 Bros, the Quickie, really? Like, even if some of these, I just fucking want to own them just because I fucking like the way that they fucking sound boosty. I'm just,
hey, bro,
come on,
now,
I'm just,
dog.
can I be shallow like that, man?
Come on, man.
Is it permitted? So the Quickie, let me fucking look at that shit real quick. Shout out to Tops Knives, man. I've always had a pretty good relationship with them. They've sent stuff out here before. For giveaways and stuff like that, so I do appreciate them always supporting the channel. The Quickie's a unique blade shape. I wonder if they sell like scales and shit. No, they don't want you to use it like that. You have the Quickie by Tops Knives, says toast. What do you think about it? Is it a fun little knife? Is it something that you EDC in your pocket, or is it just something that's just like it's a talking piece? Oh yeah, I got a little Quickie. You know, I go having a little goddamn Quickie. Phytonics, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. Says X looked like he's going fucking golfing today. Sir, you got a good head on your shoulders, man. You got a good head on your shoulders because, yes, I did drop an 18 today. No, I didn't fucking shoot a goddamn 18. Ain't no fucking way.
Hey,
bro,
come on now, dog.
No.
Come on, man.
No, I did go to the Cowboys Golf Club, Cowboys Golf. I'm probably saying it wrong. I'm not a member there. It's fucking expensive as shit. So the Dallas Cowboys owner, Jerry Jones, he has a golf club. And so every now and again, they do have events for veterans. And so you can book a tee time. I think a tee time here is like $250 an hour. It's a phenomenal golf course. It's a phenomenal golf course. But I like to go here because this is one of my favorite golf courses to go to. There's obviously a beer cart, but the freaking bras that he has working the goddamn beer cart are freaking phenomenal looking. You hear me? I think it's a requirement. Bad bitches only. I think it's a fucking requirement. So, good looking beer cart girls. But also on the path, like every 4 holes, they're fucking out there grilling stuff. And those same chicks that are driving the beer carts, they're out there cooking shit up. They're literally out there sauteing stuff. You can stop by these buildings where the heads are located, but they're out there cooking shit. It's a fantastic place. If you live in the DFW area, man, book yourself a tee time. It's like $250 an hour or around. People out there are real snobby, but there's, you know, the Dallas Cowboys star is throughout the golf. I think like after the 3rd hole and after the 7th hole. It's just a really nice course. A really nice course. So also was EDC today, man. I'm almost ready to do my review on this. Let me move this keyboard out the way. I'm almost ready to do my review on the Nutsack admin pouch. I have been carrying this thing. It's been a couple of weeks now, and I have a few things I don't like about it. I'll talk about it during the video. Some of those have to do with like it looks like kind of the glue or whatever the adhesive is that holds the leather to this zipper here. It's not coming apart, but I can see the glue. You can't really see it here, but it's like really nitpicky stuff. But, and also I wish that both versions of this pouch are built the same way. You have to buy the strap that comes with it, which I did purchase the strap, but I wish that they had Molly similar to the smaller admin pouch that Nutsack makes. That's probably some of the most superficial things that I could think about. But this freaking admin pouch is, I would say, it's just been something different, man. It has been something a little bit different where I've been really enjoying this thing. It's been kind of forcing me to carry different stuff and really think about what I carry inside. And, you know, so a lot of times I've been just kind of throwing my truck keys in here. I've been getting my wallet out of my pocket. So I've been carrying the Esker Parliament wallet. But even with carrying this wallet, I put a little topo design on there myself with my laser engraver. And of course, I love Esker because you push the little button, your cards come out. But it gets it out of my pocket. And of course, you know, when you're fucking golfing and shit like that, you want to have it's barely anything in the way. So you don't, maybe you need to have some shit in your pocket. So you got a fucking excuse.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Come on now, dog. Come on,
I'm just saying.
man.
But, you know, just a nice little simple loadout. So if I don't have a wallet in here, I normally will have this in here. This is my cigar loadout. So you can smoke cigars on the golf course. You can, while you're driving the golf cart, you can smoke a cigar, which I did today. So this normally will get put in here. This is my portable cigar loadout. In here I have a cutter and a butane torch and some other shit. You know, so kind of makes life a little bit easier. So that would normally go in here if I don't have a wallet. But I had a wallet in here. I don't normally carry a hank. I've been carrying a hank just to wipe off my kids' mouths and shit. So I don't want to use the nice, awesome hank that like the nicer hank like Awesome Hank sent me some. But I have been carrying a hank for shit like that. I normally keep the bottom just clear, very clear. We'll talk more about the other shit that I carry inside. And the other thing that's probably the most used thing here, this is a new item coming in from Olight. Now, Olight is trying to expand. I think they're going to have to think about a name change or some shit like that, because when they do stuff that's not a light, a lot of times it throws me off because I don't take it seriously at first. I think I talked about this the first time on a members only live stream the other day. But I put this into rotation. This is the Olight O-Pry 2. Stupid ass name. But it's the O-Pry 2. You can kind of see that. So I think that they are trying to really expand their line and have different stuff here. Inside of here are a couple of bits that I'm probably never gonna fucking, oh yeah, I got some bits in here. That's probably never gonna happen, right? But I do have it comes with a couple bits and a bit driver here. This is made of titanium alloy. So I'm gonna try to put an edge on it, but Geeky's guy told me, you know, you can't really, titanium doesn't hold an edge. We'll just see what happens, right? I'll just try to drop one on there. So it has a pocket clip on it, has a centimeters and inch measuring on the top. So if you're down with that type of shit. So some other stuff that I've been kind of just carrying around in here. And so it makes for a very interesting carry, man. It's a very interesting carry. And I'll dive deeper into this bag whenever I do the review on it. But I will say that so far, one other thing I'll show you is the Victorinox nail clippers, man. And I might use this shit tomorrow. I didn't know that Victorinox made fucking nail clippers. Let me get this shit off. Goddamn OCD with my damn. So I had no clue that Victorinox made goddamn nail clippers, but they do. And basically, the thing I like about these is that it includes a pair of scissors, which, although small, I think that I have a bigger pair of scissors in here with the Leatherman Free P4. These are doable, but it also includes a toothpick, which is kind of like, whatever. I'm not too concerned about a toothpick. But the biggest thing is it has a couple of knives, a drop point knife and a file. But the actual nail clippers are right here. And once these things are deployed, you got a full functioning nail clippers in here. I thought that was freaking phenomenal, just to be able to literally have nail clippers and a Swiss Army knife. Like, who would have fucking thunk it, man? Congratulations, Victorinox. Once again, you got me by the goddamn balls, man. I'm just saying. Once again, you did it. We'll talk about the other stuff in there when I do the full review. I'm not going to take away from that fucking content. But so also kind of filming today, man. I did have the my nutsack tote bag, which it's just been coming in clutch. There'll be a full review coming on this thing here. And I just realized today it's big enough to fit a Nalgene bottle in here. A full-size Nalgene bottle in the outside pockets. So I've been a fan of that thing. So it's just been a really exciting carry today, a really chill type of day, man. You know, so what did you guys have in your pocket? What's still in your pockets? What questions do you have? Make sure you put a Q colon in front of your shit. Let me get my stick relit because I know I've been running my mouth for a second. And that's a whole fucking issue and a half. Let me get this shit relit. We'll put some Q colons and see. Make sure you put a Q colon in front of your shit so it actually gains my attention. Make sure you hit that goddamn like button too, man.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
So very interesting loadout today, man. I want to know what you guys carried today as well. Late night tomfoolery, says Chris. Sir, you already know what the deal is. Absolutely. What up, X? All is well. Yeah, man. Appreciate that. VDC. I disagree, and I has. Hold on. Disagree about what, Rocky? Which one is it, man? Salute Marina. Oh, we talked about that. Prepping for my stream. Oh, I see you stream earlier. Am I tripping? Or was that yesterday? That might have been yesterday. So Starfield came out yesterday. I downloaded it, and then I just fucking watch people play it all fucking day. I'm just.
Come on, man.
It's on Xbox Game Pass. I have a fucking Xbox Series X behind me. In my living room, I have an Xbox Series S. I downloaded it to both systems, right? I know it's going to play better here in the man cave on my Series X. But I downloaded it. I got myself all hyped up, and then I just fucking watched people fucking live stream this shit on goddamn YouTube. I'm just saying, I was like, what am I? I'm just saying, man, like, you know, what was going on? But it's ready. And what I'll probably do, you know, one day I might just do, and Semper, you might send me an email, man, because what I probably will end up doing is I might do some member-only live streams where I just stream myself playing like Call of Duty. That's some boring shit to do on my regular live streams, but I might just do some live streams where I stream Call of Duty, and I might just run with Semper and play some Call of Duty. And you guys can shoot me, ask me any questions you want while I'm playing fucking Call of Duty. And you can call in via Discord or some shit like that, and we can kind of mix it up. So, you know, just to mix things up a little bit. And I probably won't do that on a regular live because, you know, somebody comes by and say, what the fuck is he? Is he fucking streaming? God, what the fuck is going on with this dude?
What?
Why is he streaming fucking Call of Duty?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But, you know, members might want to just be able to kick back and do that type of shit as well. We can play with different members as well. Curiosity, today I have the world's crappiest automatic knife I bought in Walmart parking lot. Seriously. Bud K discount bucket knife. I had no clue that. So there's automatic knives. I think that you can get those very easily, right? Let me do a fucking field trip. I think that you can get those wrong very easily. So I've never even fucking heard of Bud K. This is a Bud K. Get the edge. That's a fucking cheesy ass goddamn logo. What? So they got balisong, they got butterflies, they got OTFs, $40. They got fucking swords. Listen, one of the most hilarious times I had on a live stream was watching codes. Anybody used to watch old school Code Steel ads? Oh my God. Old school Code Steel ads are fucking hilarious. I don't know if I can watch them right now. I might probably get my shit demonetized because or copyright claim rather, because they don't play around. Here, I'll pull this one up. I'm not gonna play the freaking Code Steel's goddamn old school shit is just, they've always had these crazy ass things where they do shit with like swords and katanas and all sorts of shit. I don't know why I like watching fucking Cold Steel shit. It just gives me fucking infomercials, especially, I don't know if he's the owner or what. He's always in a fucking tie. He's always sweating a little bit, and he's always attacking some fucking bamboo, man. He doesn't like that shit. He fucking hates it. So when I hear you talk about, this freaking Bud K, it gives me the old school Cold Steel shit, right? But I had no clue they made shit. So they have OTF, they have swords, they have, I guess I wouldn't mind getting one of these, and they have a whole facility, like a building. I can't see that fucking picture. Okay. I wouldn't mind getting one of these to just see if I can make the edge better. Like, I mean, why would I not spend $39 on an OTF, get it in, and just see if I can get the edge, even if it's the crappiest steel ever? Is it going to fall apart? Is the hardware made of Phillips instead of T6 or T8 screws or some shit like that? What is the blade steel on this shit? I don't know, man. I'm actually very, no pun intended, curiosity. I'm very curious about this OTF. The glass breaker is absolutely ridiculous. It's entirely too fucking big. If this is in your pocket, your wrist is always going to scrape against that fucking glass breaker. Look how your wrist is always going to scrape against that fucking glass breaker. Look how big that fucking glass breaker is. So that's a little ridiculous. Also, Bushmaster, is the pocket clip a Bushmaster or is this, oh, it's called a Bushmaster. Okay. So they do the labeling on the pocket clip instead of the blade. Okay. And it's 3.34 inches. That's legal. I mean, it's legal here in Texas. I don't know about other fucking states. That's a fucking big boy. That is a big boy. I've never heard of Bud K. I'm going to fucking lock them in. I'm going to save that shit. Geekiest guys rocking the stock blue bug out, the Flipper Zero, my good old DB9, and my big ass Phoenix PD36 tag. Listen, that Phoenix PD, I know you like that. You've talked about it before. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. Are you wearing the regular bug out, or is it a serrated edge, partially serrated edge? So I have the blue bug out, but mine's partially serrated. Actually, I would like to just get like a normal ass blue bug out, but I don't have the need for it. I have a regular bug out. I could just fucking buy the blue scales. There's no need for me to go buy an entire new bug out. Kirk Moore says, what are your thoughts on Starfield? So the fucking 3 hours I watched the other day.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
The YouTuber I watched for 3 hours play Starfield yesterday. The game looked fucking phenomenal. Looked great. So I watched the YouTuber play it, and he played it for about, I think it was like 3 hours. And I told myself, I probably should play it myself, but I ended up just kind of, he's live right now fucking playing the game. So let me just see, where's he at in the thing. So Starfield looks pretty interesting. I watched him for fucking 3 hours play this shit yesterday. And I am interested in playing this shit. He's going through the entire game as much as he can and only beat people up. He wants to literally use a gun as least as possible. And he has 13 million subscribers. So literally right now in his live stream, he has over almost 20,000 people watching him play this freaking video game. I'm just saying, that's freaking a whole lot of goddamn warm bodies, man. So what are my thoughts on it? It looks interesting. I look forward to playing it. You know, I don't get a ton of time to play video games, so I'm gonna just kind of squeeze in time here and there. California Bay Area checking in EDC Garmin Phoenix smartwatch. Okay. So me and smartwatches are like very, it's a weird thing for me with smartwatches. I don't really wear them too often. So today I'm wearing this is the, oh my God, where's my goddamn Hank, man? Now you're going to say, oh, X, you're fucking in love with Hanks, man. You've already used it twice on the goddamn live stream. Listen, I didn't fucking know I had all sorts of goddamn shit on my damn. Anyway, I'm wearing a VAR watch. So this is a field watch by VAR. It has fantastic lume on it. Very beautiful, big, bright numbers. It's an analog watch. It's a, so mechanical mechanism. Your body moves, the watch works, all that good stuff. I prefer to wear analog watches. So the way I track my health right now is I wear a Whoop band. And the Whoop band has been okay. I'm probably going to end up not, after my free trial is over, I may not use it anymore. The Whoop band is what I use right now to track my sleep, track all my health, track my steps, all that type of shit. It's been okay. I think that it's a little pricey. I'm doing the free trial right now, but after the free trial, it's like $22 a month or some shit like that. I'm like, yeah, you know, that's fucking, it's kind of out there. Fucking $22 a goddamn month. I don't know about that shit. But, so I normally will wear a smartwatch when I travel. I will wear a smartwatch when I cut the grass. I don't know why. I don't know. I sweat a lot when I cut the grass. And I normally would, recently I've been putting on a smartwatch for when I go rucking. So I like to check this Whoop. So I just got this Whoop. And when I go rucking, I want to see, is the Whoop telling me my beats per minute, right? If the Whoop is saying that my beats per minute are like 134 beats per minute for my heart rate, is the smartwatch getting the same thing? So I'll wear them both at the same time, but that's it. I don't really wear it all day long. For me, I love the way analog watches look. And digital watches as well. When I say digital, not smart, as in digital, as in like, you know, Casio and G-Shock and Timex, all that type of shit. So those Garmin Phoenix watches are fucking humongous. Are they not? Are they not freaking like a monstrous size? Let me look this shit up real quick, man. Field trip. So if I go here and I go to Garmin, I just type in Garmin, see what pops up. Man, they got some good sales going on base right now. So they got the Garmin watches. They have a ton of them. Let me log in and see how much this pricing is. So, goddamn, $855. What? Oh my God. The Garmin Epix Pro Gen 2 Standard Edition smartwatch is $855. Why? What is so spectacular about this watch that makes it $855? That's another thing about smart. I don't like big watches. So the watch that's on my wrist right now is a 40 millimeter. This shit looks like a 46 millimeter, a 45 millimeter, some shit like that. It says 42. So is it a 42 millimeter? Yeah, it's a 42 millimeter. Just the picture's really big. So I guess if you get the bigger sizes, the price goes up. Nope, that's still a 42 millimeter. That's just crazy that this shit is goddamn $855. It does have a AMOLED screen, and you know, but to be fair, I do have one of these in one of my survival kits. I have a Garmin InReach. I have the version 1. I didn't know they had a version 2. So in one of my survival kits, I have a Garmin InReach Mini, and if I ever have to bug out, then I will use this to communicate with my family, because most likely my bug out location, I don't get cell phone signal. This thing here, I can activate it whenever I want. And it's like $20 a month, but it will allow for me to use satellites to text message my family. So if it ever comes to the most extreme, you can throw one of these in your kit, pay $20 a month. You don't have to pay it all year round. You can just literally activate it whenever you want. And you can use satellites to text loved ones and let them know where you are. You can also receive text messages. And it's a navigation tool, obviously. So that's in one of my kits, but man, that is a pricey boy. Now, you said you're carrying the Phoenix. I don't see the Phoenix here, but I mean, nonetheless, they are some pricey boys, man. But Garmin, man, I can remember back in like 2004 era, before, you know, Apple CarPlay and shit was big in these vehicles. I was all really big in having like a Garmin Drive or Garmin, whatever that shit was called, the navigators. I was big on having those in my Cadillac. I used to have a freaking 1992 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, and you know, I needed a way to do navigation, because when I first started driving, I fucking did the old school shit. I would print off fucking MapQuest and I memorized the fucking streets. Nowadays, there's kids at 17, 8 years old. You ask them to go from here to there, they have no goddamn clue where they're going, man. Just none whatsoever. None whatsoever. And so one thing I can appreciate about, you know, coming from starting to drive in the early 2000s is there was no such thing as, you know, Apple Car, how to learn, navigate your streets, navigate the areas that you're in. People don't do that shit no more, man. I fucking sound like a goddamn old head or some shit like that, but don't nobody do that shit no more, man. I'm just... I mean, it's been years. Let me see if I can find a photo of my old Cadillac. So, let's see. That's pictures in Afghanistan. Hold on. Let me see if I can find a picture of my old Cadillac. But yeah, so it just kind of forced you to really get your ducks in a row. Yeah, I can't find a picture. But yeah, I had an old school Cadillac. I drove the shit out of that thing, but I had to keep a Garmin navigator inside of that, because otherwise it was a high propensity that I would fucking get lost wherever the case would be, wherever I would go and all of that good stuff. So, you know, a very interesting thing, man. Let me know what you guys carried today. We'll put a Q code in front of your shit. I would love to know what you had in your pockets or any questions that you might have as well. A she shed, is that you built your wife a she shed? Is that what you call your... So my shit's a man cave. My wife calls her stuff, her area, a babe cave. She calls hers a babe cave. And she likes to be able to just kind of keep it cool, keep it smooth and shit like that. Geekiest guy says, oh, actually, Black Warrior Spirit says, I was stationed at Fort Hood. So you're right down the street. I say right down the street is because, you know, I can get there. I can wake up tomorrow, go to Fort Hood and be back before early afternoon. It's not that far away. Geekiest guy says, we have hog hunting 24/7 out here. They're not the size as the enormous bastards you guys have. We used to have deer on the island, but they got eradicated since some dipshit let them go. Y'all have hog? I guess that would make sense, right? I know America Samoa. And, you know, I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking about. Absolutely, yes, they got fucking hog. X, what do you think about that? Yes, absolutely, they got hog. Listen, when I went to Hawaii, I went to several of those kind of like ceremonies and stuff like that. And they literally put in the ground a hog. So they literally put in the ground a hog. And they did the type when they put the hog, they bury it under sand and shit like that. That was when I was still eating fucking pork. The shit was fucking fantastico. The shit was delicious. The shit was delicious. Celebrating his or her first super chat. I'm just going to say his. Celebrating his first super chat, coming through with the $5 super chat. Semper Flights. Hey, sir, thanks for stopping by there, Devil Dog. Dear season, hot hands fun. Battalion, Stallion, stand up, man. Make that shit happen. We appreciate that shit. Yes. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, that hot hands fun. Listen, I keep a gang of hot hands in my vehicle. So I don't know if you guys saw my EDC, let's see, Marine X EDC vehicle. In my glove box, I keep a pack of hot hands. I particularly don't like having hot hands whenever I do my loadouts, because I don't want to like get my body warmed up and then cold again, warmed up and then cold again. So when I go hunting, I prefer to allow my body to get whatever the temperature is going to be. I still wear warming layers. Don't get it fucking twisted, right? But to not have like hot hands in my pocket. And if I use hot hands, I put them by my kidneys. But if you check out my most recent EDC vehicle videos called 2023 Truck EDC, the Ultimate Guide, in the glove box are hot hands. Those are mostly for my daughters, for my wife. If we're somewhere public and they say, oh, it's cold out here, and they have their hands in their hoodies, I'll give them a hot hands and they can stick their hands in their hoodie. So, but absolutely, man, that's going to be a part of the goddamn diaper fund, sir. We appreciate that shit. We appreciate that. Let's see what else we got going over here. Q Colin Watson. Now I'm going to jump in this first video in a second. Let me do a couple of more of these questions. I want to jump into, selfishly, yes, I want to check out some goddamn possible deals, because you know, at the end of the day, it's some goddamn, it's Labor Day weekend. I want to buy some more power tools. I have a hoarder house. There's some shit I would like to pick up. I want to buy a new corded circular saw. I have an older skill saw that just shit the bed. It was from like 1987. I bought it at an estate sale. So now I'm only left with a battery powered circular saw. So, you know, I'm kind of fucking want to look for some shit like that. 550 cord through those holes? Absolutely not. I don't think it's gonna fucking, I'm not about to try to shit here on screen, but if I were to grab some out of this goddamn drawer behind me and try to make it happen, it probably wouldn't happen. It probably wouldn't happen. Spider or Gerber works for me blade wise. You mean it's probably Spider code and you had your phone probably auto corrected. I like well, you said Gerber. I like Gerber, but it really depends. I like the military issue Gerber. Some of this like Chinese Gerber shit has just been really shitty lately. It's been like really shitty lately. Geekiest guy says, I need to relax this weekend. I dealt with some most racist woman I've ever met. Random ass, head ass, twerker, rat people blow my mind. What? Hold on. What? A freaking random.
What?
It's so random.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You know, it's so random to get like racism in your face. I can sniff it out. Normally it has to do, when someone is doing it around me, it has to do with, I get a lot of comments on my YouTube videos that are racist, whatever. I don't really give a fuck about that. But in person, it usually has to do with my hair. People, listen, don't ever ask to touch a fucking black person. Just don't fucking do that
Hey,
shit.
bro, come
Boosie,
on.
they do it, man.
Come on, man.
Can I touch your hair? Oh my gosh, I want to touch your hair. Can I touch your fucking pussy? Let's trade. You touch my hair, I get to freaking double click your mouse. You touch my hair, I get to double click that goddamn mouse. Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of that shit. I want to get my hands on a 3D printer. Then I want to go laser engraver route. What model engraver do you have? X. I have the X Tool D, or the X Tool D1 Pro. Field trip. I have a affiliate link and all the other shit. And if you decide you want to buy it, you know what I'm saying, and you want to use my affiliate link, I'll throw it your way, geekiest guy. But I have the X Tool D1 Pro laser machine. I have it in a 10 watt. Why are all these fucking, oh, okay. So my suggestion would be, if you decide to pick one of these up, they sell it in a 20 watt, and I think they push the 20 watt. I would just say to go for the 10 watt. So this is the one that I have. I have the 10 watt, and I bought basically a structure around it that keeps the fumes from going all over my man cave. And I also bought like a fan to suck the fumes away from the actual item itself. But this thing has been freaking clutch. Full disclosure, X-Tool sent this out to me, and I bought the upgrade items myself. And this will be featured on my man cave video. So the deal, I sent X-Tool my ethics page, and so they the exchange that we had for this machine is they sent it out to me. And during my man cave video, which I'll be filming this month in September, this will be featured during the man cave video. They sent me the 10 watt version out, and I bought all the accessories to go along with it. Now that I've been using this thing for like 2 months, I would 100% just fucking buy this shit on my own. It's fucking phenomenal. It's a really good machine, especially if you want to get into laser engraving and stuff like that. It's a really good machine. Mike and Ike's EDC, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. Are the clippers actually any good? They are fantastic. Listen, I want you to really think about Victorinox. Think about your interaction with Victorinox. Think about how many things that you've gotten from Victorinox have been really shitty. The only thing that kind of jumps out at me are the tweezers that are included in a lot of sacks. Swiss Army knives. They're not the greatest, but they're good enough. But think about the actual tools, the files, the scissors, the drop point blades, corkscrews, the slotted screwdrivers, Phillips. It's at that level. They fucking cut. They cut. The clippers are really good. And to be fair, I think that I think it was like $30. So if you're already going to carry a Victorinox, unless you just want all the extra stuff, if you want the corkscrew and let me see, Victor Knox nail clippers. So unless you want all the extra stuff, I would just say to just kind of buy it as is. So this is the one that I have. And I would say that I kind of wish I had it in the wood grain, but I didn't really see the value in spending just to get the wood almost an additional $20 more, or it's actually more than $20. But think about this also. 4.7 stars. It has over 300 ratings. It's a really good, it's a really good set of nail clippers. It's pretty freaking good. Not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and drop that link in there for you, man.
Bro,
I'm just saying.
now, dog.
I'm drop that link in there, Boosie.
Come on,
Just in case you want to pick yourself up some as well, man. Might as well drop that shit in here for you so you can go ahead and snatch yourself up some. All right, guys. So let me jump into this video because I really want to see. I really want to kind of just check out these damn Amazon deals, and just I'm just kind of fucking interested in what deals do they have for Amazon. So accessorize me 10 travel accessories. I don't need that video right now. I know the Den of Tools probably put up some goddamn content when it comes to yep, here we go. Already made it happen. All right, so let me see here, man. So this is the video he just released, Amazon Labor Day Power Tools Sale. Listen, if you're trying to stock up stuff for your man cave, we can just check this out, man. You're more than welcome to check this shit out. I'll link the video up. So if you see anything in this video, it's like, oh my God, it's fucking interesting. Use his links, right? Use his links. Go there later on or whatever. Just look up the Den of Tools. He's a fantastic guy. He always gives me the sauce. He always gives me the fucking sauce when it comes to deals for stocking up shit for my man.
Hey guys and girls, welcome back to Den of Tools. Labor Day is just around the corner, and Labor Day.
He has a lot of fucking. Now he's the Den of Tools. I fucking get it. He has to test out tools. Do y'all see all those fucking tools behind him? Like, god damn, man.
Come on now, dog.
Bear.
Come on, man.
So he's like 6'4", 350 pounds. You know, his logo is a bear. He has a talking bear he uses on his channel every now and again. But we call him Red or we call him Bear. He's a fucking beast. He's a goddamn big guy.
Sales have already started, and we've got some power tool savings for you over at Amazon. Let's jump into it and take a look and see what they've got. Of course, we're going to start off with the old black and yellow. That is DeWalt. And they got...
Now, one thing I will say, obviously, I fucking pause a lot if you don't want to watch. If you don't want to watch me pause and go fucking watch the video, because, you know, that's just what I do here. But, so I'm currently in Metabo HPT. The black and yellow, I don't know if you guys use DeWalt. I think they have some great tools. I just think their fucking batteries are over fucking
We got
priced.
some pretty decent ones here. I gotta be honest with you. We got the DeWalt 20 volt Max XR. Of course, remember DeWalt has in the 20 volt series, they've got the Atomics, which are their little compact ones, but still full power compact size. Then they've got the standard brushed, and they're pretty outdated. I generally suggest people avoid them.
Yeah, I would agree as well. I don't know if I'm assuming you guys know I'm not mansplaining shit, but I don't like brush tools because they chew through batteries, and every now and again you do have to replace the brushes in the tool itself. But they tend to be cheaper, more affordable, and they usually are pretty durable as well.
They've got the brushless, which is a decent middle of the road DIY or kind of prosumer grade, and then they've got the XR. And the XRs are their top of the line professional grade. This is it. And, you know, of course, you know, DeWalt is the 800-pound gorilla in the room. They're the gold standard when it comes to professional grade tools. And this is what we got here. We got the drill driver kit here. You're getting 2 batteries with this. You're getting...
Now that thing seems pricey, but the thing is like $169 for the XR, which is their top of the line. I guess it seems pretty fair. Obviously, he will fucking know. I'm not spending that type of money because I don't use it enough. I'm not in a professional trades. I'm looking to spend like 99 bucks on a drill driver.
Getting the charger and the bag for $169 down from $250. That's 32% off list price on that. We got the impact driver, this fantastic impact driver here. Not only does it come with 2 batteries, one of those batteries is a power stack battery. The power stack battery, instead of having the regular round cells, has flat pouch cells. I was skeptical. I was openly skeptical when these launches because I've seen pouch cell tech in the past. Well, they came up with a magic solution that fixed all those issues, and now you get tons of power with all the safety and everything else. I highly recommend it.
So one thing he's talking about with the more power cells with DeWalt, Metabo has the same type of system. So my tools are 18 volt tools, but I can buy a 36 volt battery. And that's important when you're doing some freaking heavy duty type shit. I had to put a hole through my brick. So right now I have an AC running. Where's my goddamn phone? So I have an AC running in my man cave. Let me see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Let me change the camera. All right. So it might be hard to see, but over there's a green chair. Behind that green chair is a portable AC system. That AC is being vented outside of my man cave right now via a 4-inch dryer hole that one of those dryer hole shit you buy at goddamn Home Depot and shit. To drill through my drywall, a stud. Well, I didn't drill through a stud. I drilled next to a stud and get through the brick. You got to have a fucking powerful ass drill. I have an SDS hammer, but I just use my regular hammer drill. If you don't have a battery that can handle that shit, your drill is going to bog down. So that's what he means by that, is like when you have those tougher jobs and shit like that, you really want to make sure that you can actually get the job done and get through the entire system itself. So I agree with that shit. If you already own it, try to give yourself some more powerful batteries as well, man.
Pouch cell batteries in any platform that you're in if they offer them. But this at $169 is a screaming deal. We've got the hammer drill here, 3-speed hammer drill. Again, it's in the XR series, cordless, brushless. You got 2 5-amp-hour batteries with the charger and a hard case with this coming in at $249, coming in 38% off a list. All right, we got the Max XR. This is a multi-tool. Now, this is a solid multi-tool, and unfortunately, the price of this has gone up quite a bit. Coming back down, this is as low as we've seen it.
Multi-tools are freaking clutch, man. Cutting in drywall, cutting off little shavings here and there, just using it for random shit. I already got a multi-tool in my platform, but that's a tool I absolutely cannot go without, especially doing all this shit around the house.
Recently here, $149 on this for the whole kit. You're getting the batteries, the charger, all the accessories, and the bag with that. You know what? They're okay bags. They're not my favorite bags, but they're decent bags. And I think the bag that comes with the multi-tool is one of the better than for most of the DeWalt bags. I know, I'm a bag nerd. I know. We got the impact driver. This is a beast of an impact driver. This is the DCF 900B coming down. The B means is this tool only here. $249 on this one. You're gonna have to bring some batteries. Well, we got batteries for you.
Look how expensive these DeWalt batteries are. These are, now they're 5 amp hour batteries. These are the power stack batteries. So they're the higher output batteries. $254 for some fucking batteries. I get it. They're more powerful, shit like that. But my batteries, if I got a 2-pack of Metabo high output batteries, I might be spending like $150, $180. Oh my God.
Remember, I just said those power stack. These are
that goddamn black and yellow tax is no
power
joke.
stack 5 amp hours. These are the big boys in the power stack line. Lowest price in 30 days for the 2-pack, $255. All right, now let's jump over to Bosch.
This is my go-to around the house, low powered 12 volt. I have 2 12 volt systems in my garage. I have the Milwaukee 12 volt system and I have a Bosch 12 volt system. I like taking this shit around the house, tightening freaking bunk beds, tightening all sorts of shit. And absolutely, this thing here is so fucking clutch. It looks like a Frankenstein of a power tool, and it is. But I'm telling you, it will come in handy more ways than one. If you have some random shit to do around the house, this is the first thing I grab before I go to a room or go anywhere in the house and have to do some shit.
The Bosch, this screwdriver, we call it an assembly driver kit. This thing's fantastic. There's a 12 volt here. You're getting the drill driver. You're getting the bit driver, the hex driver on it. You're getting the offset. You're getting the right angle. You're getting the battery, the charger, and the bag. They're all for $129. That's a deal on that one. Then we got the Bulldog here. This is
something I need. So I told you guys earlier, I drew through the wall for that AC because I don't have a corded SDS. I have a SDS field trip. So I have a SDS Max Metabo HPT SDS Max. I have a SDX Max, but this thing here is it's too big for when I use it sometimes. The attachments are big. I use this when I need to like take tile up off of floors, shit like that. I don't need a fucking SDS, but I don't fucking need one, okay? I want it, okay?
Bro, what are you talking about?
I want a corded SDS tool, a SDS Plus tool, so that I have, forever runtime when it comes to a goddamn corded tool. So this is the type of shit that is probably going to get added to my list real quickly. Let me see. He has the Bosch Bulldog. We're going to open that up because how much? $191. I'm going to see if I can find a better price. But Bosch just makes some fantastic tools.
One 8-inch SDS. Now, of course, Bosch, they kind of invented or at least cemented this segment here in the power tool. So if you really want to get an SDS hammer, you can't go wrong going with Bosch. And the SDS Bulldog here is one of just the go-to ones. This thing is an absolute beast. It's on sale right now. It says lower price in cart. It's $191. Normally this thing sits above $200 to $240, so that's a pretty solid sale on this one. All right, and then we get
it just feels like it's expensive, but that's the type of tool you buy and you hand down to somebody in your goddamn family.
Bosch grinder. This is a great grinder. This one normally $100.
The other day my neighbor came by. So my neighbor's from Australia, and he's a citizen now. He came over here on a golf scholarship. I didn't even fucking know that colleges were recruiting Aussies to play fucking golf. I had no fucking, I didn't know that
bro,
shit. Okay.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So when I met my neighbor, I met his wife. They have fucking triplets. They're the same age as my youngest son. And I heard his accent. I say, oh, where are you from? He said he's from Australia. And the first thing out of his fucking wife's mouth was, oh yeah, don't ask him to help you do anything. He's just gonna fuck it. He's just going to fuck it up. I was like, what? I just met him, y'all. She was like, yeah, I saw you working in your backyard. Don't ask. I'm not gonna say his name. She said, don't ask him to help you out with anything. He's just gonna fuck it up. I don't know if they had just had a fight. I don't know if they had a lot of shit on their mind. But he came by, he said, hey, do you have an angle grinder? Because they just bought their house and there's a lock on one of their gates on their fence and he wants to cut the lock off. He says, do you have an angle grinder? And I said, yeah, I have a little 12-volt angle grinder by Metabo. And I said, you can use it. And of course, I'm a freaking, okay, let's just keep it fucking real. I'm a Metabo fanboy, right? So I have a Metabo 12-volt angle grinder. So I give it to him. And Metabo makes fantastic angle grinders. Fantastic angle grinders. I have the 18-volt and I have a little, but I didn't want to give him too much power. So I gave him my little 12-volt. Let me see if I can find it. And he absolutely ended up fucking it up. He ended up fucking it up. And she said, don't let him use any of your tools. Don't ask him for help. I can't find the one that I have. He ended up fucking it up. I had to go over there and cut the lock off. He had cut into his fence. He had cut into the hardware of the gate. I was like, it's a fucking 12-volt angle grinder.
All day long. $60 on this is a fantastic deal. It's got the X-Lock, which makes it easy to change the discs on this. You don't have to get a wrench out and do all that kind of stuff. It's fantastic. All right, next up, Win. I don't know what's going on with Win. Win is just blowing things out. The only thing I can think of is either A, they're going out of business, which I don't think that is.
I doubt they're going out. I love Win. Win is my go-to for woodworking shit. I have a Win floor drill press similar to this one, but it sits on the floor. And if you're trying to get into woodworking or if you want some like cheaper benchtop tools, Win is the way to go. Trash warranty system. It's a Chinese made product. If you have an issue, you might as well buy another one. But I haven't had an issue with any of my Win products, and I don't like 5 of them.
It is. Or B, I think they gotta have, either they bought too much, and now some companies did this. Some companies, because of the pandemic, everyone was home, there's a lot more buying, so they ramped up production. Now they're sitting on a load of stuff, and they have to clear it out. The other thing is they could be coming out with next year's model tools. Either way, it's savings for you. Lowest price in 30 days on a 12-inch variable speed cast iron benchtop drill press there with laser and work light here. Variable speed, laser and work light. This 12-inch, that's a solid bench type. That's a big boy when it comes to.
That's a freaking lot of shit to have to worry about. James says, man, look at you obsessing useful Labor Day sales. I just spent an hour looking through Palmetto state sales and my wallet is freaking crying, sir. Me and you both, man. Me and you both. Because I'm going to buy some shit.
A benchtop drill. I'm looking over here because I've got my.
So I told you, like, for me personally, YouTube is a hobby. So whenever I get my YouTube check for ad revenue, because, you know, they run ads on my videos, YouTube pays me money for that. I usually either will buy EDC stuff, more equipment to make my YouTube setup better cameras, shit like that, or I buy shit like this, power tools. You know, I'm not big into buying clothes. My wife has to buy my fucking clothes. I'm not big into buying shoes. My wife has to buy my fucking shoes. She doesn't have to, but I'll wear the same fucking pair of shoes for fucking 4 years. But will I buy power tools and EDC knives and multi-tools and shit? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Old Harbor Freight 17-inch drill, and I've been a huge fan of it for years. But honestly, it's a floor standing one, and in my shop, I got a lot of stuff in my shop, and I have a lot of benches and not a lot of floor space.
You have a ton of stuff in your shop. We saw that at the very opening of the goddamn video. Barry, you got a lot of shit back there. I see what you mean.
Thinking about switching to this one myself, so we'll have to see. I have to think about it a little bit. Anyway, the Win oscillating belt sander. If you've been around the channel, if you're a friend of the channel, you know that I think all the oscillating belt spindle sanders are fantastic.
They are. I have this exact same belt sander. I got it for like $119. They had some crazy sale, which they never do. It's always over 200 bucks. One day it dropped down 119 bucks and I bought it. Fucking love this thing. Sand some shit down. I made an EDC tray for to keep my wallet in and shit like that. Being able to use this shit is great.
I have two of these Win sanders. Why? Because I have one here in Montana. I have another one at our place down near Vegas, and I had the old rigid ones that these are all based off, and then I've got the Harbor Freight version of this, and but everyone's got a version of this, and they're all pretty much made by the same company as far as I can tell. They look the same. I've looked inside. The internals are the same. There's just some small differences, not enough to really write home about. Normally they come in at a solid $200. That's just every day.
I wonder how much, because he is right. These are based off of rigid. I wonder how much rigid's same version of this shit is. Field trip. Rigid belt sander. I probably should go to Home Depot to see, because they may not sell it on Amazon. So this is the model that he's looking at is based off of this. Rigid was the original company to do this. $300, and you don't even get both functions as the one that he's looking at. 300 bucks. I would probably want this one because you get that nice table. I think this one has a table on it. The table is just laid down. Yeah, it does have a table on it. Yeah, so it has a table on it, but for $300, yeah, I would rather just get the fucking Win, because everybody's making the same shit nowadays, and be done with it.
And often they're $220, $230. This is a ridiculous price at $161. If you don't have one of these sanders, there's so many tools that I talk about where I constantly talk about it, and people finally buy it, and then they email. I get emails like this all the time. Jeff, I doubted you for years. I finally did it, and oh my gosh, I can't believe I've lived without this for so long.
Hydrate. Make sure everybody's freaking hydrating real quick, man. Take a good freaking hydration break real quick, man. Ladies, freaking help us hydrate real quick. I don't care what you're doing. Take a hydration break. Get yourself a little bit of freaking hydration going real quick, man. Man Cave got it going on. Late night Man Cave shenanigans here with Marine X. Make sure you hit that goddamn like button, man. Put me in the algorithm. Get some more folks in here trying to buy some more shit for their man caves. Come have a seat at my goddamn man cave table. Ask me a question using Q colon in front of your shit, man. It would be fantastic. Make sure you get some good goddamn hydration in your system so we can keep going and go through this shit. But we want to make sure that you make it through and not freaking faint and be all over your goddamn selves, guys. Make that shit happen real quick.
So long. This is one of those tools. This is the price to buy it at. I can't say it enough. This is the one to get. All right, Buck Tool. Huge fan of Buck Tool, okay?
See, I would love something like, so I'm wearing a Work Sharp hat. I have Work Sharp sharpeners. Shout out to Work Sharp, the unofficial knife sharpener brand for the channel. They sent me all my knife sharpeners, and they're the only ones that I use. But this Buck Tool would be something that I would use if I didn't have a Work Sharp and I wanted to start really getting to like sharpening axes and shovels and hatchets and knives, and this would be something you would use for that. 100%.
Now, to be fair, full disclosure, they've sent me tools in the past. I've got several of their tools sitting over on my bench. I don't have this one. I wish I did. But this, if you're looking to like play around with doing some like knife making and stuff like that, this is the inexpensive way to get in. I know you're like, but Jeff, $260 does not seem inexpensive. Actual grinders for knife making, like the serious guys use like a 48-inch or 72 huge belts with huge motors on them, and your base price is you're looking at like probably $1,500.
Yeah, I'm not $1,500. No, I don't even want to spend $259. I can get a good freaking knife sharpener for 99 bucks.
Get it on a belt grinder like that. This is a great way to do it, and you can use belts like this. They don't have to be just metal and just wood. So you can use this on both. $260 with a $20 off coupon. I can't say enough about Buck Tool. They've really reimagine the whole like prosumer range of grinders and belt sanders. Skill is, you know, they're made by Shervon. They got picked up by Shervon a few years back, and they've really brought the brand back to life.
I like the fact that this actual cyclone dust box is see-through, so you can see when you need to dump that shit out. My current sander, I have 2 of them. I don't know when it's time to dump the shit. I'm fucking patting the shit. I might want to pick one of these up. I don't know about this one though. It doesn't seem like it has a lot of a lot of power to it.
Thrilled about it. Kind of a fanboy skill from back in the day, and glad to see them doing much better. They're in a solid prosumer, DIY to prosumer grade level tool. Lowest price of 30-day, 5-inch random orbit sander with cyclonic dust box. 3 pieces of sanding paper. Oh joy. But anyway, $32 for a 5-speed variable, 5-inch variable speed sander. That's a pretty good deal. Now, if you really want to step up,
yep,
the
that's
DeWalt.
a good price.
Now
that is a good price. 5-inch DeWalt sander. Let me go ahead and open a page for that shit. $76. The prices already went up. He had it at $63. It's at $76. When did the price go back up? So it was $63 earlier today and yesterday. And I guess because he dropped this video, people have purchased it because prices on Amazon adjust by themselves. So this must have adjusted because people watched his video or some shit like that. He's already had, 14,000 people have already watched his video. So yeah.
Did a video a while back hating on DeWalt because they were charging this same price for their non-variable speed. Well, at a variable speed at that price, that's a sweetheart of a deal. $64. If you want to get a serious workhorse pro grade hand sander, there you go. That's it right there. Again, we're going to talk about when we're talking about bench grinders. This is your budget entry level.
Guys, if you can't get a sharpener, you don't want to spend the money on like the work sharp sharpeners or something like that, but you really want to sharpen your knives, sharpen the different components of your multi-tools, you can get one of these benchtop grinders and get a, take one of the stones off and put on like a 220 grit sandpaper and just be really careful with your angle with sharpening it. But if you just really want to be able to put an edge on your budget knives, $52 is not bad to be able to have something to sharpen your knives.
Bench grinder. It's got the light, it's got the nice little shields. It's a solid 6-inch grinder, single speed, no frills. I mean, well, it's got the light, so there's a little bit of a frill. Lowest price of 30 days, $52.58. That's a heck of a deal, guys. Delivered right to your doors for free shipping. Come on. Now, if you want to step up a little bit, I got to talk about my friends at Buck Tool. Absolute beast of a grinder, okay?
This one might be even better, but if you're spending $120, hopefully use it for something other than knife sharpening, because if at that price you can get a work sharpener.
$20, lowest price in 30 days, normally $130, $10 off. This is a solid grinder, 3/4 horsepower. It's 8-inch high-speed bench grinder, wobble-free table, yada yada. Fantastic tool there. All right, let's keep going. We got skill again. We're going back to skill. Porter cable used to be the gold standard when it came to routers.
I agree. I got a Porter cable router. It seems like they fucking went out of business or some shit. I don't fucking know what happened to Porter cable. They got purchased by Black & Decker, Stanley Black & Decker, the same people that own DeWalt. And I don't know, I think because Stanley Black & Decker also purchased Craftsman, it's like they fucking pushed, it's as if they pushed Porter cable off a goddamn cliff. I don't see any new shit coming out for Porter cable.
And they'd compete head to head. It was Chevy to Ford with them and Bosch. Bosch makes a solid one, don't get me wrong, but for my money, it was always Porter cable. And then they just quit. They're like, nope, we're done, we're going home. And everyone's like, where did you go? They're gone. It's not an option anymore. Well, Bosch is still, I think, now top of the line there. But you're looking at $200, $250 for a lot of people getting into this kind of thing or on a budget, especially if you're retired, you got a fixed income kind of thing. $250 is a bit much to spend if you want to get a good solid router. Shervon steps up with the skill here, $129. I can't tell you
I don't know if you guys woodwork, but if you're interested in getting into it, 129 bucks. My Porter cable was like 160 bucks, and it's not a plunge. I had to buy a separate router to have the plunge feature.
How many people have got this router? And this is not one where I told you to get this. This is one where the audience, when the viewers were like, Jeff, you gotta talk about this router. It's fantastic. I got lots of guys telling me I've been a woodworker for years. I needed a new router. I burned out my old Porter cable. I didn't want to spend the money for the Bosch. I just didn't have it. I tried the skill, and oh my gosh, it's such an amazing tool for the price. At $129, you get the fixed base, you get the plunge base. That's a no-brainer right there. All right, and if you're on a really tight,
Almost tempted to buy that skill router just to have an extra one for my router table, especially at 129 bucks. Hammerhead is also owned by Siobhan, which owns Skill. They own Flex. They own a couple of other tool brands. 58 bucks. I mean, it has a lot of ratings. 4.3. Yeah, I don't know about that.
budget. This is actually, guess what? Siobhan owns this line too. This is their budget entry line DIYer level. Okay, so if Flex and Skill Saw are their top of the lines, Skill is their prosumer grade, Hammerhead is their DIY level. Coming in at $59 for a plunge router. That's down from $80. That's not a bad deal if you're on a budget. All right, again, Skill Saw. I'm a huge fan. I'm a fan bear from way back.
Guys, have a freaking sawzall or reciprocating saw, especially when it's plugged up. I think this is a must-have tool if you're a homeowner, even if you're not a homeowner, because you can cut fucking tree branches. You can do light demo in your house or major demo in your house. 89 bucks is not bad. I have one in my Metabo system, but you got to have a freaking skill saw.
Back in the day, the first power tool I ever purchased when I got into the trades, and I worked on demoing and rehabbing old houses, and before you can rebuild it, you got to demo it. And I needed a recip saw. Now I didn't get the skill saw because I don't even know if they had that back in the day. I got the old Milwaukee corded, in the metal box, whole 9 yards. Love that thing, and I still love them. But my gosh, the skill saw has really just basically broken the mold what you can get for a professional grade recip saw. $90 on this thing is fantastic. It's smooth. It has low vibration. It's for the saw. I mean, for the money, it's a fantastic saw at $90. All right, now this Pluto.
What the fuck is this? Pluto. I guess if you need a fucking a sawzall and you want it to be one-handed, which I don't fucking recommend a one-handed unless you're just going to be like doing some pruning of bushes and shit like that. But
Pluti, nobody can pronounce their name. Anyway, they're a no-name brand, but they've been on Amazon for years at this point. They sent me one of their, what was it? The little polisher. It uses the same 12-volt system. And I didn't know enough about them, and they just sent it to me out of the blue.
Does anybody still hand polish their own vehicles? Is it worth to have like a hand polisher, battery operated hand polish? I don't own a polisher at all. So like when I wash my truck, whenever I need a wax, I take it to a car wash down the street, and I think I pay like $80 every 6 months, and I get a wax because I do have my truck has been ceramic coated, so I don't need a wax all the time. I get one twice a year. But is it worth it to have a battery operated?
I've still got it. It's sitting over there. I'll go grab it. Quick tool demo. We grabbed it.
That thing is small. I mean, I guess if you're gonna just be polishing, if you're gonna be taking your time and polishing your freaking vehicle, I get it. But that thing is I would imagine that a polisher would have a bigger base than that, like a bigger pad on the bottom.
As I said, Plutio, and as you can see, we have used and abused this thing, and I probably should have been talking about this more. This thing's awesome. It does its job. It's got a ton of power, maybe too much power for that little package, but it works. Anyway, so if you've been looking for a one-hand recip and you're not truly worried about what battery line it's in.
It says I got my Mini Warrior 3 from the giveaway. Thanks, X. Freaking fantastic, man. I appreciate that, man. We did the 50K giveaway a couple of weeks ago, and thank you for letting me know you got it, because a lot of times I mail that shit out and I just hope it gets to its destination. Have you had a chance to turn that thing on and deploy it and all that type of stuff? What do you think about it so far?
$46, 5% off, 10% would be $462. That would be $230 off of that, if my math is right. All right, let's keep going. Skill, I got to talk about this again. If you're looking for an everyday DIY level jigsaw, and jigsaws are underrated. A lot of people on YouTube telling you got to make this, you got to get this.
He says battery operated is a no-go. Battery operated polisher, no-go, bro. Go with Rupee. Is that a brand? Is that a brand? If a mod can drop, if a mod can look this up for me, drop a link in the chat if I have a mod here, because I wouldn't mind checking this out. I want a bigger base. Mike and Ike's EDC mentioned my dad washes and waxes his own cars and trucks. He uses a corded wax buffer, same thing that Tater was just saying, and his has an 8-inch disc. Yeah, the one that he just showed looked like a 5-inch disc. It looked really small. If you can find a Mike and Ike's, if you can find a, or if I have any mods in chat, if you can find a actual if you can find a link, drop it in chat for me so I can check it out.
Not a lot of people talking about jigsaws. Jigsaws are great tools. One of the safest, honestly, one of the safest power tools you can use. $38.49, lowest price in 30 days. And this has got the orbital settings. It's got the regular settings. So four-stage orbital.
Oh, it's an Italian brand. Okay. It's an Italian. Yeah. I would love, yeah, let me know if you, I might need, matter of fact, I'm curious about that because I do wash my own truck. It's kind of, I have a, pressure washer, all that type of shit. It's therapeutic. Throw some headphones on and just wash your shit. But I don't polish my
function
vehicle.
On it. And just so you know, when you talk about orbital sanders, the orbital function makes it smoother. Well, it's the opposite on jigsaws and recip saws. The orbital makes it rougher, but it makes it faster, okay? Now, if you want something that's going to last and be around for a while, we got the Bosch 120 volt. I don't often see them.
Bosch is just God's here when it comes to corded tools. You showed earlier, he had the Bosch SDS Plus, which I'm interested in. Because if I get the same Metabo SDS Plus, let me see. If I try to get a Metabo HPC, and I say that because I'm already in the battery system, SDS Plus, how much is that? So that's $220. I don't need a battery. I already have batteries. Or I can get, that's a rotary hammer drill. So if I wanted a SDS Plus, it would be $277. Or I can get a corded Bosch for $191. I'm already in the battery platform for this system. But, oh, they have a cheaper one. Let me see. So they have one that is $204. This is the older model, which the only thing about buying the older model with the Metabo, if they don't make it anymore, the warranty, you won't be able to get it warrantied out. Interesting. I might need to check it out because $204 for something I'm already in a platform, or $191 for a corded. I think I'm leaning more towards $204. What's the pricing been on this? So it dropped down to, oh wow, $149 in August. Yeah, I might wait that out because it's not really, why spend more on there if I don't need to? Yeah, I agree with you. For me, it is therapeutic. Tatundra says it's therapeutic washing your own shit. 100%, I agree with that. And Geekiest Guy says, I have a 3-inch buffer. It's Milwaukee 12 volt. I use the hell out of it. I buff steel and headlights for folks. If you have a dark painted car, it gets done. Get it done perfect. Yeah, I have a black truck, and I don't want swirl marks. I don't have a way to really get my truck underneath shade because my truck is lifted. So I don't really have. I have a portable pop-up tent, but I can't get my truck underneath of it.
Put like that. But anyway, $99 jigsaw there. This is a solid, just everyday solid kind of jigsaw. It's not their top of the line, but it's a solid jigsaw that's going to last you probably as long as you're going to be around. Anyway, Skill Circ Saw. This is what I consider.
There we go. I wanted to see a Circ Saw that's corded. He has a Skill Circ Saw. Wait, Bosch Circ Saw. Skill Circ Saw, $49. Is this corded? So I really want one with the aluminum deck. I don't know if this deck is aluminum. That's the only thing. I mean, not an aluminum deck. I want a deck. I want one with a steel deck. This looks like it has an aluminum deck. That deck looks like it's not made of steel. I really want one that has a steel deck.
They're the workhorse of everyday, homeowner grade Circ Saws, coming at $50. Now again, and we can jump up to Bosch. Now this is a D.
That's okay. The Bosch Circ Saw. This might be normally $129. I might need to look into this one. I really want a steel deck. If I'm gonna get a corded saw, because I already have a cordless saw, but it's only 6.5. It's like 6-inch. I need a corded.
Deal at $100. Again, this is the kind of this is a professional grade saw. It's got the rafter hook on it, 7 1/4 full size. It's right facing the way God intended Circ Saws to be. I know I'm left facing, that kind of stuff. I can't. Maybe I'm too old to change. I like them like this. This is the saw you could build houses with. And
Geek is the Geek is guy says once swerve mark starts, the end of the clear coat has begun. Yeah, I agree with that. And I don't want to. I spent a lot of money to get my truck ceramic coated. I think I spent like $1,000, and I didn't have my truck for 3 days because he had to do it over the course of a couple of days. So I'm not particularly interested in fucking up my ceramic coating by jacking it up myself.
Hand down to your son when you're done with it. It's going to last. All right, now let's talk recip saws. This is not recips. Miter saws. This is the DeWalt. Not just the. When I say the DeWalt, I mean the DeWalt. This is the DWS 780. This is the king of miter saws. Now there's better.
Now, in my opinion, if you're just doing shit at the house, you don't need a 12-inch saw. I have a 10-inch Metabo saw. Yeah. So the Rupes LHR 15 Plus, a few how-to videos, and you're set. The Geekest Guide to pro grade product, but very beginner friendly. Now I want to look this shit up. I'm probably not going to end up buying this Bosch. So let me look up is it on Amazon? Rupes LHR 15. So these are the pads for it. I guess I might have to go to their website. Oh no, wait, here it is right here. So they have the L8, goddamn $600 and goddamn $20. Wow.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Woo.
Come on,
Is this thing gonna do my dishes as well? So the LHR 21 is $540. This is something, I guess this is something you buy and you're gonna keep it for life. This is a pricey boy. That is a pricey freaking boy.
Values out there usually. That's my 2 cents, but some people still love this thing, and it's got the drop shadow light. It's got everything on it. It's for workhorse, and I would say that probably the Bosch Glide is the king of all miter saws. Maybe the Hitachi in there, but for work site kind of stuff, this is it. And at $500, I mean, honestly, with the price,
That's $500. A freaking pricey boy, man.
so the 779 has been up at like $400, and it's the downgraded version of this. But this one now got $75 off coupon. $75 takes us to $425.
Can I get a polisher that's like $150? It says nobody can do it better than you. It says underside and everything polished and meant for high prices and loving people. Yeah, freaking. That is a pricey boy though. $500 and something bucks.
can't remember the last time I saw it was pre-pandemic. That's when the last time I saw the 780 at that kind of price. That's a ridiculous price on that. Now for a homeowner, 10-inch, I think in most.
Yep, as I was saying, 10-inch I think is just fine if you're just doing shit at the house. Even if you don't do woodworking, it's good to be able to cut. You can put certain blades on there and cut aluminum, cut other softer metals, cut some, if you got some wood in there. It's just nice to have a circ saw if you have room in your garage. Just get one.
Most cases is a good enough saw. And at $200, this is a solid saw. It really is. It'll do everything your average homeowner needs. It's the lowest price in 30 days. Again, it's Skill, made by Shervon. Solid choice right there. All right, let's talk about this. Everyone needs a little power screwdriver kind of thing for around the house and various kind of stuff.
I 100% agree with the powered screwdrivers. It's like a nice little set, but 4.2 stars, I don't know about that shit. Field trip. I think that for me personally, I have the Skill. Here it is right here. I have a 4-volt. Now, I think the one he's showing is a little bit more powerful. But just for like around the house type shit, I love this little quick cordless screwdriver. This stays in my kitchen junk drawer. So if my wife needs to put something together, absolutely. Keep this in your kitchen junk drawer. You need to tighten some goddamn the little sockets on the wall and stuff like that. It makes life a whole lot easier. Okay, Mike and Ike's found a link. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. So we got, okay, so this one here, a 10-inch polisher / waxer with extra bonnets. It's by Win, which I fucking like Win. This is in their old colorway. So they've changed colors to their orange and black. But $33. It has over 3,000 ratings. Yeah, I would be that sounds like a type of shit that would definitely be something I would want to pick up. I mean, like, get yourself like a chair. You can sit down. You can do the shit yourself. But what I need is a fucking pop-up tent that can get my truck underneath some shade.
This is a great solid little kit. It's the Inner Twist 8-volt. All right, and it comes in a nice case. It's got a ton of bits, ton of adapters, and it even has the little, flexible kind of one that goes on to.
Yeah, this is more expensive. So this is 8 volts. Mine's only 4 volts. But I mean, for putting together like furniture you get from IKEA and shit like that, 8-volt, 4-volt, whatever the case may be, I like those very just, that way you know you're not going to tear apart your brand new furniture and shit that you just freaking bought from goddamn Walmart or IKEA or whatever.
To it, and this will, you can work with it in all sorts of, it changes shape, so it becomes, you twist it and it becomes straight rather than the kind of pistol grip. It's got clutch settings on it. It's a good solid, just everyday basic around the house kind of screwdriver. Now the next one, I'm coming at $34. The next one we got to
$116 for a freaking kitchen drawer goddamn screwdriver. Okay, so this is a gyroscopic. Those are the type of screwdrivers where if you twist your wrist one direction, I think it gets more power. I think that's why this is so pricey.
Talk about it. This is the DeWalt. This one, I cannot tell you how many the HVAC guys I've talked to who live and die based on this screwdriver, okay? This is the gyroscopic version. Basically, it's the same thing as that last one. It's 8-volt. It has removable batteries, so you can charge them. So in fact, this one comes with 2 batteries, which is nice. So you can be charging one while you're using it. But this thing, it's gyroscopic, and if you don't understand, it basically, when you twist your hand, so as you're using it, you're holding like this. And I was looking around to see if I had something. Well, we'll just.
I see what you mean. It says, Tater Dom says, how much would shipping be to SoCal to Plano? Will be X. I can lend you my polisher for a few months if you like. You'll just need to buy your own pads. SoCal to Plano, I'm not sure. You might be, I think if you go to USPS.com, it would show you those rates. But I would say, you can send it to me. I am just, sometimes I'm so fucking busy. Getting it sent back is the issue. And I think I might try the Win to see what I think about it. And if I want something a little bit more, because I do want to be able to lay down I do want to be able to lay down my own polish on a freaking vehicle. Simplify says these tools are cool, but the E tool is the end all be all tool. What's the E tool? Is that a screwdriver?
We'll just hold this one. As you twist it, it knows that that's the direction you want to go, and the more you twist it, the harder it's going to work. So it's sensitive, has a gyroscope inside, and it's sensitive to that and adjusts. So if you're upside down, backwards, sideways, trying to fix something in a small area, that's why I say the HVAC guys absolutely love this thing.
Well, I'm not an HVAC guy. I'm not spending $120 on a goddamn screwdriver that's going to be in my goddamn kitchen drawer, but I understand what you mean.
It's like their bread and butter. And at 118 bucks or 116 bucks, with a and then you can also save another 20 bucks if you buy other items. I don't know if you're going to do that, but still, that's a solid price on that screwdriver. All right, let's talk shop vacs, wet dry vacs. Okay, this is a Vac Master here. Look at this. I love this combo for the average
It looks like it. Oh, it blows stuff out too. Okay.
homeowner. This is a solid combo.
I think I spent a freaking lot. You know, I'm a goddamn Metabo goddamn fanboy. Let me see. I don't want to lose that page. Yeah, I don't want to lose that page either. God damn it. I'm gonna have to go back to this video. So I had the Metabo HPT wet dry vac. And I wanted it mostly because it's on my same battery platform. I did end up spending 300 plus bucks on this thing, but I can slap the batteries already on in this thing. I use this around the shop all the fucking time. But if you don't have a wet dry vac, I would recommend you grab one, because it's going to be one day when you have a plumbing issue, you have some shit going on around your house, you're going to want to be able to suck up a whole lot of goddamn water.
Pause.
I'm just saying, you're going to want something that can get that shit off the ground very quickly. So 89 bucks is not a bad deal for something that can get water off your floor very quickly in an emergency situation.
What this gets you is a solid Vac Master wet dry vac at 90 bucks. $5 off coupon takes it down to 85, but the top of it, the motor pops off.
The E tool. Okay, I'm thinking the Gerber E tool. Okay. The Gerber E tool. The entrenching tool. I see what you're talking about. So what Semper Flight is talking about literally is the Gerber E tool, which you can buy on Amazon. So the Gerber E tool is what they issue to Marines. You can buy them on Amazon. You can get Sog's version as well, but he's right. This thing here is like God tier. Has a nice Molly case it comes with. They issued this to us in the Marine Corps, and it's fantastic. You can use this to get your vehicle out of a ditch or a shovel, throw some sand in front of your tire. I keep one of these in my truck attached to the Molly system in the bed of my truck. 100%. E-tools are God tier when it comes to getting yourself out of a situation.
And then it's basically reversible and becomes a blower. So you can blow out your shop, you can vacuum up your shop, you can clean everything. You can use it to blow off. You know your miter saw is filthy. Right now in your shop, go over there and look at your miter saw. Tell me it's not filthy.
Sir, my goddamn miter saw is in pristine shape, man. I'm just saying. No. No, Bear. But mine's in, pristine shape mostly because I clean my shit off. Rigid has a shop vac, has a lifetime warranty. I have a friend in old died, and Home Depot just gave him a new one. Yeah, so one thing I don't like about Rigid, they have what's called a lifetime service agreement. And so for shop vacs, I can see why they easily switched it out, but their power tools is under that same, it's called a LSA. They have a lifetime service agreement. You have to, shop vac, I can understand you walk in, get a new one, but if you have like a power tool break, like a drill or something like that, they want to send it in. They want to see, did it really fail? Are they going to warranty it out? It's really sticky. The reason I like Metabo HPT is because it's a lifetime warranty as long as they make that tool. So like my drill driver is still being made by Metabo until they come out with a new model. If I have any issues with the batteries are 2-year warranties, but the power tool is a lifetime warranty as long as they're still making it. Like a straight lifetime warranty.
You get this, blow it off, keep it nice and clean, then vacuum up everything with the same tool, $85. It's a no-brainer. Now, something I've never seen on Amazon is
106. Oh, you know what? I say $167 for a wet dry vac, and obviously I just showed you my $300 fucking goddamn wet dry
Hey,
vac. So
bro,
I'm just
come
saying.
on now, dog.
Now mine's portable battery, but
Come on, man.
that's a what does this thing do that makes it $167?
Overstock. Look at this. You see this little button right, or not button, but look, it says overstock. I've never seen that before.
Overstock. I've never seen that shit on Amazon. Let me see. Wet dry vac overstock. Mine doesn't say overstock. I guess it's not overstocked anymore, right? I've never seen overstock on Amazon. That's different.
On Amazon. I know they have overstock, and I really like that they're calling out these deals and stuff. But this one, $167. This is a 16-gallon wet dry vac. It's got
Yes, 16 gallons. I think that's freaking smoking the one that I have. I think that's smoking the one that I think mine is like I think mine is 9 gallons. It's not the biggest. 1.6 gallon. So it's not very big. But if I have a super emergency, I have a sump pump as well. So this is a 16. Man, this thing is freaking huge.
The nice handle on it for pushing it around. Plus I don't know if you can see it on the back. There's a little bucket right here that hangs off the back. I guess it's a bag that hangs off the back. That allows you to put, just toss all your accessories and everything in it.
A fucking muffler on a wet drive. Does that make it quieter?
It's got a muffler on it to reduce noise.
Okay.
Now this is not going to be quiet as my Stealth Sonic if you see me do a video on that. But this is a solid wet dry vac, and normally this thing's over $200. It really is.
Well, it's back over $200 because of your fucking video, Bear. I appreciate that, though.
I do price checking on this. I use several different tools to verify it, and all day long over $200. And this thing at $167 is a ridiculous wet dry vac. All right, now bonus round for those of you who stayed through the whole video. Now you may have heard me talk about these before. This is the PI.
I talked about these on a video recently. I ended up buying. They're really small. Don't think they're fucking big. But these things are perfect for areas where you're going to do knife maintenance. I ended up buying this shit. It's only like 35 bucks. I think when I bought it was $41. But if you want to keep all your maintenance items nice and neat on your bench, it's very, very small, but it's very useful.
IT portable 3-drawer tool system or tool storage system. This, don't get your hopes up. This thing is tiny. It is small. Let me see if they don't have any pictures of it in. Well, there's the go. 8.6 by 4.6 by 4.8.
It's small. I'm telling y'all, don't buy it thinking you're about to have this monstrous. This is something you keep your knife maintenance tools. Maybe you keep a couple pads for your sander on. Mine is going to be used for my knife maintenance area. Don't fucking buy this shit thinking you're about to have a monstrous toolbox on your workbench.
It's a tiny box. All right. And you may have seen they even have this one, the tool system with it.
That's the one I bought. It has a bunch of tools already inside of it.
It comes with this mini tool system for 48 bucks. You can get the base thing here for $35. But you notice, and I kind of missed, I saw it before. It said top chest. And I thought it was kind of a joke. No, it's a top chest because they have a 5-drawer bottom chest.
Wow.
Oh, wait, and they got it in white too. I would love this. Look, and they got all these different colors. You can choose all these different colors. They got green, they got pink, they got red.
Hold on, wait. I did not know they had a freaking bottom chest. Let me see. With the tools, let me check this out real quick. So they have this shit here. Okay, I already have the one with the tools inside. So this is the bottom chest. Yeah, I might get the bottom chest too. I have it on my area where I do my knife maintenance, but it's so small. Why not get the freaking bottom chest as well? Wow.
Let's see what else we got. We got the white. Gotta love the white. They got blue. They even have black. Oh my gosh, this is insane. $45.50 on that one. So you can get the top chest and the bottom chest. I don't know what
Bear, just buy it. You're rubbing your goddamn beard. Leads me to believe you're on the fence, sir.
I can just picture it right there on the side of my desk. I might have to grab that. What do you think? Anyway, there you go.
Yeah, I'm just telling you guys, freaking that is I see some goddamn deals, and I'm gonna be buying from that freaking. Appreciate that, Bear. 100%, man. I see some stuff in there. I'm gonna be buying. I'll link the video up in here again for you guys. Follow the Den of Tools if you're interested, because that's the type of shit that I'm gonna probably put a video together. Maybe tomorrow. I might do a live stream tomorrow, and just put together. Those are power tools, but I want to put together a video that's strictly related to like EDC and survival stuff. I don't know if it either be a live stream or a straight up video. Another place that you guys can go to try to find some deals on stuff is struggleville.net. So struggleville.net is you can come here, and this guy, he puts together stuff. He updates this damn page he must have other people that works for him, because he updates this thing all the fucking time. And you can come here, you can kind of find yourself all sorts of stuff deal wise, whether it's power tools. I find knives on here, and I think that he has some of the same deals that Bear had. So they have the chainsaw, they have some DeWalt stuff, some crimpers, some pipe cutters, a mini heat gun, which I have literally one sitting on my bench right now. A foam gun, which I think foam guns are fucking phenomenal with your pressure washer to wash your own vehicle. Pry bars. So yeah, go to struggleville.net as well. Tons of advertisements on that page. That's the only thing I don't like about his page. But other than that, I think that if you're looking to grab yourself some new tools or whatever, go to struggleville.net as well. They have a lot of good deals there for your man cave, for your garage, all that good stuff as well. Are the clippers really good, says Mike and Ike's EDC? Yeah, I think that they are compared to other stuff 100%, because you can buy yourself a dedicated nail clipper set and put it in your EDC, or you could just kind of get the combo kit. I had a dedicated system in my truck. I scrapped it. Now that I have this Victorinox system, I just use that. I use the Victorinox system, and it makes a lot of sense. You can pull them out. You're sitting around. You're at a freaking a Target with your spouse. You're sitting around at a soccer game. I use them when I'm at cheerleading with my daughter, wherever, and just kind of knock it out. It's all good. What do you think about EDC scissors? Basically, 2 knives. Scissors can do, knives do, but they can do. Yeah, so I have EDC scissors with me every single day, whether they're in my truck or if they're directly in my EDC loadout. So I've talked about this before in my EDC loadout. Let me show you. Let me switch the camera for you real quick. So my EDC for today, it had the I used the nutsack double admin pouch, but that same Victorinox nail clippers includes, where the fuck did it go? Oh wait, it fell down. So this same Victorinox nail clippers has scissors in it as well. So it has the nail clippers, but then on the other side, it includes some scissors. Now these scissors aren't as big as some other scissors. Like I have the Leatherman Free P4. Oh no, this isn't the Free P4. This is the Leatherman Curl. But the does the Curl have scissors? Let me see. Does the Curl have scissors? Yeah, it does have scissors. Here we go. So Leatherman scissors are a little bit bigger for this specific application, but I like scissors because you can cut threading. You can use it to cut IPs off of your clothes, Irish pendants, or you know, if you have loose threading on your clothes and shit like that. So yeah, I like EDC scissors in my different loadouts. It doesn't matter if it's in a multi-tool. I wouldn't carry like a dedicated pair of scissors. I don't know about that. But to have something like that, it does make a lot of sense. Just to keep that nearby, 100%. I'm down to watch you stream some gaming stuff. Okay, absolutely. Yeah, like I said, it'd probably be like Call of Duty or something like that. Just so you can keep it on in the background if you're just hanging out or whatever. And if you're connected to my Discord, you can call in and we can talk that way if you want to game with me as well. Yo, ain't been on here on a live for a while, since April. Have you done a garage walkthrough lately? How do you keep it cool, and what kind of fridge do I have? Good question. So I keep it cool with a AC system that I installed, but it's not. So right now in here it is 78 degrees, which is comfortable. I'm gonna get some spray insulation installed, some foam insulation, because my walls are not insulated. If I can get my walls insulated, I'm definitely gonna be able to keep the temperature a lot better in here. And I only need to do 2 walls. The wall behind me is already insulated with that the sword that's behind me is already insulated because that's the actual house. But the walls to my left and right are not. So if I can get some spray foam insulation in there, hands down, make a life a lot better when I'm out here in the man cave. I haven't done a walkthrough in about a year. I haven't done a walkthrough this new man cave. Since I moved into this new house, I have not done a walkthrough. So that's going to be coming very soon. It's legal in Texas, and we're talking about the OTF, those larger blades. But California, they want 2.5 inches for every knife that you carry in your pocket, right? I got the smooth blade. It fucks. I like to have the option of carrying the serrated version as well, but I keep buying more electronics. I know you like your radios and stuff. The garment is cool. I got a large wrist though. Okay, so I don't have a very big wrist. I just like small watches on my wrist. I like a nice 40 millimeter watch on my wrist. I don't know. It's an investment, 100%. Like if you're buying those things, you're 100% dedicated. Let's see. You got the luau experience. Yes, it's damn good. Glad you got to try it. Yeah, I went there I haven't been to Hawaii since 2015. It's been like a long time. What do you think about EDC? Okay, we just did that one. You convinced me. I'm getting the sack clippers. I'm telling you, man, it is something that I think that you would enjoy. DeWalt is a good name brand with Granger and Black & Decker. So Granger is kind of fucking pricey. And they don't care that they're pricey because they're on a lot of military bases. So they kind of just, do whatever they want to. They keep their prices high. They're not really accountable to anybody. Okay, so I answered this. I have a 3-inch buffer with the Milwaukee. I have the Milwaukee 12-volt system, Geekiest Guy. I don't want to buy too many tools in the system, but there's some stuff in the Milwaukee 12-volt system I cannot get in other systems. I can't do it. So one thing I want to get in the Milwaukee system is, let me see, field trip, Milwaukee 12-volt. I think it's like a sump pump. Let's see, where are you at? 12-volt pump. I thought they had the Milwaukee 12-volt pump. Oh, here it is right here. But it's $261. A lot of times I have to do maintenance on my hot tub, and we're in the middle of renovating this hoarder house. So a lot of times I have to pump the water out, and I have a very large sump pump that I use. I would not mind owning a sump pump that I can just throw in there real quick, use it to dump the water out. But $261, it's fucking pricey. That is a pricey boy. But yeah, they got a 12-volt pump system. My sump pump is a lot bigger than that. It's a freaking a big boy. I would have to think about that because I don't know if it would be worth it for me to spend that much money when I don't use it that often. I just have to keep my hot tub clear until I can get fully maintenance. I have to keep it clear until I get it fully. They also make a shop vac. Milwaukee's just making a lot of stuff in their M12 lineup. They make a lot of different tools in their M12 lineup. That form factor box only got popular because of the blue Cobalt makes one too. So Cobalt has a mini Cobalt mini toolbox. Let me see if I can look that up. Okay, I see what you mean. So Cobalt makes one that's freaking $19. I like this green color. Sometimes I like to get this look like this baby puke green. This is 10.8 inches, 2-drawer system. I don't like this big ass Cobalt on the front. I don't like that. I'm okay with branding sometimes, but that shit is just humongous. I didn't know that Cobalt made this system. Okay. Well, I already bought the other one on Amazon. But yeah, it's gonna work well for me for my little knife maintenance area and shit like that. Oh yeah, I like the big chest. Of course, behind me, I got the big chest. So I got the big white chest behind me. There's my black chest as well. That's where I keep my tools and all my YouTube gear, my EDC knives. But like the smaller one, you can't see it. It's behind this black curtain. But the smaller one is where I keep my knife maintenance crap. So that kind of makes a lot of sense for me and my use cases. But you know, which rock are you rocking? Kind of look like snagging it. So let me show it to you real quick. So it's called this is the VAR field watch. Now field watches, the reason I like them is because they have a nice loom on them, but you can also take them apart and they become a utilitarian tool. So the specific one that I am wearing is the VAR S5. And full disclosure, VAR did send this out to me. I think they sent this to me about a year ago. But I'm a big fan of field watches. I think that they're easy to read in the dark. If you ever have an issue with them, or if you ever need to take them apart and use them in a field environment, you can. That's why they're field watches. I also have a Ben Roos field watch, which is like $400. But I think they look really good. I have the 40 millimeter version of this thing. They have a smaller one, which is 36 millimeters. But I think they look pretty good. They're not very pricey, and they're on a quartz movement. So basically, as your body moves, the watch continues to move. I can take this watch off for about 4 or 5 days. It'll keep going. After about 5 days, I have to pick it up and put it back on, but it starts working again immediately. Did I miss the Labor Day sales? I just got done going over it, but if you watch this on a rerun, you can watch it. Also, the video that we just watched is linked down below, the Den of Tools. So you can go watch it. You can go watch the video directly. That way you don't have to watch me stop and talk and all the other type of stuff. Or you can just rewind this live stream if you want to check it out. Grainger has contracts with companies like Amazon. When I picked up a side job at Amazon, RLR gloves and stuff. Yeah, so Grainger Freight is on military bases. You just said that they have Amazon. They are all over the place. They don't care if their prices are high because they have all these big contracts. They provide high quality gear. High quality gear. He says, I'm a Milwaukee sheep. Sir, I'm a Metabo goddamn sheep. I understand that shit. Okay, I get it. Dr. Breezy says, anybody know where I can get a discount code for Tactile Turn? I'm in between the Boat Action and Short Refine EP1. Really wondering if there is a huge difference for $30. So I own the Refine EP1. The difference is, I will say this. It's a little bit concerning for me that Refine got kicked off of Amazon. So Refine used to sell their items on Amazon. They got kicked off for some reason. Amazon doesn't disclose it. But when they got kicked off, an article was written about them. It was like, I think it was like 2 years ago, they got their asses bounced off of Amazon. I don't really like the way the pen feels in my hand. But for the price, I think it's pretty phenomenal. The thing about the Tactile Turn pens, they're ribbed for her pleasure, right? They're ribbed so they're a lot easier to write with. And I think that the ribbing on the Tactile Turn pens makes a lot of sense. So here I have a Tactile Turn side click. This is a force patina. And you can't see the ribbing. Well, maybe if I zoom in, you'll see a little bit better. But it has like little ribs in there. Now you can't really see it, but it just makes for a really nice writing experience. Like a super nice writing experience. The refined pens are okay, but they don't feel that great in the hand. My recommendation for the refined pens, as soon as you get it, to swap it out with whatever your favorite, whether it's ballpoint or if you want gel or whatever. But I would recommend swapping it out when you get it, because the refined pens don't really write that well out of the box. I think you can buy refills on their website. I like this spinner stand. I like this shit. Okay. I like this. I know a lot of companies make this, but this is a spinner stand, so you can fidget with it on your desk. I wonder would this fit other pens other than their refined pen? So they make it in black and they make it in gunmetal. I like the gunmetal. I like both of these. I like the gunmetal a little bit more. Interesting. I will wonder if I can get this and it would actually work with other pens. Look at that. Oh man, that's actually pretty slick looking. Add to cart. Let me see if there's any let me see if they have any coupons for this thing. They must not have any on here. Interesting. I think I'm gonna buy that. It's $39. I would like to keep something like that on my desk. But as for a discount code, so one thing I would say, Dr. Breezy, is Tactile Turn does about 2 sales a year. They don't do discount codes. Their factory is about 15 minutes away from my house. Tactile Turn makes their pens here in Dallas, Texas. I've done an entire tour of their facility. Full disclosure, Tactile Turn has sent me pens in the past. They've also sent me some of their Tactile Knife, which is their sister company, has sent me some of their knives in the past. They don't do discount codes very often because they don't really have a need to. People are fucking buying that shit. People are buying that shit as is. And so I think, are they going to have a Labor Day sale? Let's check it out. So they're not having a sale right now. Oh my God. Okay. So what I would do is I would sign up. I would go to their website, give them your email, sign up for their email. And if they have any sales, they absolutely will send it to you in an email. They absolutely will send it to you in an email. Because whenever they have sales, they send it to me. I don't buy their pens very often because they are a little bit pricey, but I do think that they're very good pens. They feel really good in the hand. Mike and Ike's EDC says, getting further into bourbon, I love the expensive Four Roses, Chestnut Farms, etc. Do you have any good budget suggestions besides Elijah Craig? So, okay, so you're trying to get more into bourbon. Let me look real quick. So, hold on, let me grab some real quick. I don't know if my cord's gonna be long enough. So this is, I don't know what you mean by budget per se. One of my favorite, if you're trying to dive a little bit deeper into bourbons, I would say the next one you pick up is the Woodford Reserve, but get the double oaked. It's usually around $50. I would say try Woodford Reserve double oaked. It's so, if you're okay with a bourbon, it's a little bit sweeter. What I mean by sweeter is the way that they actually get this out of the barreling to bottle process. It seems to extract more from the oak flavor, and it's a little bit sweeter. It's not sweet as in like disgusting. I think this one here it's 90 proof, and it's this falls apart in a mixed drink. So absolutely do not mix this with anything. It's gonna fall apart almost immediately. But if you want to just have a nice sipping bourbon, Woodford Reserve Double Oak is one of my favorites for the budget line. And I completely agree with you. Four Roses, I'm looking at some other stuff. Chattanooga whiskey as well, 111. The cash strength, you can mix that, or you can get the Chattanooga 91. You can't mix that. It's going to fall apart in a drink. But I would try either the Woodford Reserve Double Oak or Chattanooga whiskey. Both of those are pretty good. EDC Explained says, have you ever looked into, is it Agelet? Debating on picking up their K0 Carrier Assault Pack. Field Trip, never heard of it. Let me see. Agelite K0. So, oh, okay. So, I do have a plate carrier. I don't remember the company I have for my plate carrier. I also have sappy plates that I got from Spartan Armory. So I have my plate carrier. I use a Spartan Armory sappy plates. I would have to go grab mine. Let me grab mine for you real quick because I've never heard of Aglite. Let me grab mine for you real quick. Okay, so mine is by Eagle Industries. I have mine duct taped up because I use this for rucking sometimes, and it kind of digs into. My only complaint about this one is it digs into my shoulders when I ruck. So maybe the Aggie light might be better. We can look this one up though. Eagle Industries. Eagle Industries. Oh, I got so many pages open. I don't want to lose any of these things, man. Eagle. I've had mine for years, so it's hard for me. So let me look at this real quick, comparing the two. So one thing I would say I can give you my personal experience with this Eagle Industries plate carrier. And my biggest complaint about it for my chest rig is it digs into my shoulders when I ruck. Whenever I put on my plate carrier and I put on a bag on top of it, it digs. So that's why I have mine freaking tape and shit all over the top, just to make it a little bit more comfortable for rucking. I probably need to take this shit off and redo it. I don't have the side area, folks, so I can't put side sappies on mine. So it looks like the one you're looking at does have the side sappies, but I can put sappy plates inside of this one pretty easily. So normally I will you can change out I normally will put my information on the front, O positive, all that type of shit, but I don't have it on there right now. This one here does have the option to attach the groin protection on the front as well. So that's important for me, is like, how much more attachments can I do? So if we go back and look at the one that you're talking about, let's see. So the K0. So here's my thing. For whatever plate carrier that you get, I would just say make sure that you can add more attachment to it. So if you want to get a groin attachment in the future, make sure that's able to be added to it. So this is $289, and I don't really see an area where you can add the groin protection. This one also doesn't really have the side protection as well, where you can add the side sappy plates. The one that I have, I don't even know if they have it on their website. This looks, nah, that doesn't look the same. Mine is so old, they might not even sell it anymore. Let's just look at this one real quick. So this one's $397. This already has a side plate, so you can buy the side sappies. This looks like this padding looks significantly more better than the one that I have. So I'm gonna be honest with you. The one that you're looking at looks like it might be a decent system, as long as you can add more attachments to it. Is the only thing I would really look at. That's the only thing I would look at. And then for I use a Spartan Armory sappies, and you basically go here and just depending on what size plates that you want, they also sell plate carriers as well. I don't know much about theirs. They're having a Labor Day sale right now, so that might be something that's interesting. But these are the plates that I use for my plate carry. I don't have them in here right now. I have them inside of one of my bags. They're kind of pricey. These are the exact plates that I have. And let's see, Spartan Omega 8. Yeah, this is the exact one that I have. Actually, no, I think I have the level 3A. And I have 2 of them. Yeah, so I would just definitely, so I have the level 3A, the Spartan Armory plates here. So whatever plates you get, I would just want whatever plate carrier you get, just make sure it doesn't have any like proprietary sappy plate system. Make sure it can fit anyone that you might want to purchase. You should be good to go. You should be, but I've never heard of the one that you're talking about. Simperfly says, have you heard of the Sangan Instrument watches? They only make so many a year. Random Marine. I'm trying to sign one for a while. I've heard of them, and they're making them by hand, and that's probably the reason why that they are doing it that specific way. Another way that you can do it and absolutely get the shit done real quick. Battalion Stallion, stand up, ma'am. Making the shit happen, the fattest ass on goddamn YouTube. Unknown Gaming 420 just joined, and he joined Weapons Company, sir. So that makes you, listen, if you join Weapon Company or higher in my chat, you do get modded. So you just became a mod, and welcome to the Battalion, sir. Thanks for being a goddamn member. We appreciate that shit, man. Let's see. Interesting. Yeah, make sure you put a Q colon in front of your stuff. It will gain my attention. The easiest. Where were we on these questions? Where were we on these? Matter of fact, let me freaking hydrate real quick. Sir, please make sure that y'all are freaking hydrate real quick, man. Make this shit happen. Get a little hydration in your body, man. Get some hydration in your body. Hit that like button as well, man. Make sure it happen.
Are you not entertained?
This is a hydration break. Hydration break. Make sure you freaking hydrate, man. Make sure you hydrate as well. Ladies, get off that fucking pole. Get off that pole before you hurt yourselves. Let's see. Okay, it's okay. I'm a 5'11" sheep. Listen, I was a big 5'11" sheep. There's YouTube videos about it and everything. I kind of got away from 5'11" a little bit, mainly because they're a little too tactical for me. So the bag that I carry every day, right? I don't want it to be like super tactical. The bag that I carry every day, I don't really want it to be super tactical. And I see that 5'11" is starting to slowly but surely, you know, get into like the not so tactical looking bags and slings and shit like that. But it's hard for me not to be a 5'11" sheep because A, they offer a goddamn military discount. I'm just okay.
Bro,
so
come on now, dog.
that's always a good thing, right?
Come on, man.
But B, they make some good product. They make some good products. Now, they are really for the civilian market because they don't win a lot of military contracts. A lot of the companies that are winning the military contracts are like TAG. People that use Gore-Tex win a lot of military contracts. Gerber wins a lot of military contracts. But when it comes to civilians, Hogue and 5'11" are fucking crushing it. They are definitely making it happen. I like and have the Woodford Reserve Double Oak as well. So you're looking pretty good. Another thing I would sell Mike and Ike's EDC is Elijah Craig, the actual distillery where they make Elijah Craig. One of their sister, I can't remember one of their sister bourbons, but I will go to the distillery website because they have a fantastic selection of bourbon that they make at that distillery, other than Elijah Craig. And you really can't go wrong with the distillery. Oh, another one, 100%. Another one that I would go with would be Evan Williams BIB. Evan Williams bottled and bond. It's normally like $16. It's 100 proof. It's fucking delicious, and you can always pick it up, and it's always less than $20. Oh, I see the night tour in the background. Night tour in the background? Behind me? What are we talking about? Is there something behind me you saw? Or was it something I had pulled up on the screen? Dr. Breezy says, X, have you checked out the Convoy S Plus in titanium? If not, you should definitely review on it. Field trip, never heard of it. Let's see. So Convoy S Plus. You said it's in titanium? Let me look it up. Titanium. Oh, is it a flashlight? Okay, so it looks like it's only $35. That's AliExpress. Oh, so it looks like they sell it on AliExpress. I've never heard of this. I've never heard of this. So it's titanium alloy stone wash Convoy S2 Plus. So it has an 18650 battery. You can get it without the battery and put your own battery inside. I've never heard of this. And it's only $34. Titanium alloy. I'm going to save this. Good looking out. Yeah, I've never heard of this. Let me lock that in. See, Tanner says late night coal miner here. If you remember, yeah, you're up there in West Virginia, right? I remember that, man. That is like ingrained in my head. That is some freaking real life canary work. Do y'all still use canary in coal mines or what? But Tanner says late night miner here. If you remember, you put me on Buffalo Trace a few streams ago. You're the man. If your truck load out changing for winter's months, that's one of my favorite videos. I appreciate that, man. So my truck loadout doesn't change per se. What happens when the winter months come, because it doesn't get that cold here in Texas. What I do add to my loadout is warming layers, sweatshirts, more ponchos, shit like that. So one of my favorite ponchos, it's fucking pricey, but it always gets added as soon as we start to get any type of sign of like colder weather. I start to add my ponchos in there as well. Field trip. See if we can look this shit up. Because for me personally, I want to be able to just keep the stuff inside of my vehicle for the time that we're in. Also in my vehicle is stuff that I have to maintenance anyway. I have batteries in my vehicle. I have like things that need to be, make sure I have chargers on, different products inside. Oh, they don't sell it anymore on Amazon. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, that sucks. So, oh man, that sucks. Do they not sell it anymore? This might be it right here. Yeah, okay, so this is the one that I have, but I have it in all black. Now, it's a pricey poncho, right? It's a pricey is this the one that I have? Yeah, this is the exact one that I have. The thing I like about this poncho is that it goes past my knees, which is great. But this front pocket in the poncho, literally you can stick like a 13-inch laptop in there. Now, of course, if you're going into a coffee shop, if you're going to something like that, you don't want your laptop to get wet, you can stick it in your poncho, but you can also stick important documents in there. You can stick whatever you want inside of this poncho. So this is by far something that gets stuck in my truck as we enter the winter months. I have it in black. I don't have it in the Marpap colors. But yeah, I 100% love this poncho. So that's something that gets added to my truck loadout. So, but I really add warming layers to my stuff. Hamburger Hill is one of my favorite military movers. Full Metal Jacket. And those are probably my top two. Now, I really enjoy Band of Brothers. It's not a movie. What is the Marine version of Band of Brothers? I can't remember. It's an HBO. I can't remember. What is the Marine version of Band of Brothers on HBO? Yeah, so that light, you're right. So what he's talking about is that lamp right behind me. I'm pointing the wrong direction. Yeah, that way. That thing there is it's okay. I did a review on it on my YouTube channel. Shout out to Olight. They sent that out to me. It's okay. It didn't really fit on my desk, but it has a battery inside. It's you can take the lamp head off of it. It's not a horrible light. Matter of fact, I'll grab it. So the one thing I like about this thing is you can change the colors by just flipping this switch right here, and it goes to all sorts of colors. And whatever color you like, you can keep it that color, or you can just make it white. But also, the very top of this thing has another flashlight, and it's removable. You can take it off, you can use it, shine whatever you want to. So it's a okay light. But at the end of the day, I'm not the biggest fan of it, mainly because this doesn't flex as much as I would like for it to. But it's a decent light. You know, if you want something for your desk, you're interested in something like this, this is a very unique light for those reasons. And it does have a battery inside. And I usually keep it on green, but I can change it to whatever color I want to. And once I have a color that I like, you just double click and you can keep it that color. So so if I want to make it, for instance, I want it to be blue, I can just keep it blue. And it's a decent light. I just wish that it went all the way around, and it doesn't. So that kind of sucks a little bit. But overall, I do appreciate the fact that Olight is trying to be innovative and come out with some different shit. Right? But it didn't work on my desk. It did not work on my desk. And because it didn't work on my desk, I ended up buying. So this was, I think this thing cost like $99 or something like. It's probably way cheaper now. But I like the concept of it. So I ended up doing the most nonsensical thing, which is getting a desk light that costs fucking like $600 goddamn dollars, Boosie. I'm just, oh my God,
bro,
listen,
come
okay.
on now, dog. Come on, man.
Right, so I don't think that's the goddamn solution. Is like you see something that you kind of like, it doesn't fully work for you. So this is what's on my desk now. So I have the Dyson Solar Cycle Morph Light. It's a lot bigger, and for me, it works better on my desk. It has a magnetic closer. Yes, I did spend fucking $600 on this shit, but I fucking love this desk lamp. I love it. I use this shit all the time. The thing about it is, if you can buy it used, I would say buy it used. I wish I could have got it in the gold color, but it's always sold out. Oh, they fucking have it right now. Really? That's fucking trash. But when I bought it, I had to get it in the black color. But I fucking love this desk lamp. Now, Dyson makes some pricey ass shit. It works on Bluetooth. It works with the daylight. So as I work in obviously my man cave is a fucking garage, right? But let me see if I can wake it up. It's asleep right now because I'm not sitting at my desk, but no, hold on. So you can see it's illuminated towards the top of the frame over there. And I like it a lot. It's just kind of pricey. Do I regret the purchase? Not so much. Would I do it again? Possibly. But I would just say if you're looking for something to upgrade your desk, go for it. Just see if you can get it on eBay on a sale or some shit like that. Coming through with the $5 super chat. Let me pull this shit up real quick, man. I appreciate the super chat, man. Also, we got somebody join the battalion. Both of those things are super well appreciated. So we got EDC Pocket Tour. Sir, thanks for stopping by. Battalion Stallion, stand up, ma'am. The fattest ass on YouTube. Sir, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. We appreciate that, man. Also with the $5 super chat. Coming through, making that shit happen, man. We appreciate that. Semper Fly says, Marine X, pour up one for the minor generation kill with Rudy Ray's. Listen, should I pour up some goddamn? I do have my, where's my fucking glass? I don't even have my glass nearby. I told myself it's already freaking almost 0-2 here. And I'm trying to go in here and freaking rub on Mrs. X ass here in a second. I'm just,
hey, bro, come on.
you know what I'm saying?
Dog. Come on, man.
You know, I'm like 2 seconds away from going to rub on Mrs. X ass here in a second. And wake her up and get on her goddamn nerves. You never know. Let me see if I can pull up the rest of these questions real quick. Good looking out on that flashlight, though. EDC explains, says the wool blanket, extra socks, good to go for winter. Yeah, so I know this is super specific, right? But my favorite socks are by, I think they're called Samsung. They're USA made wool socks. Those are part of, those get put in my kit as well. So I have different boxes in the bed of my truck that literally I definitely have to always include in my winter loadout. And we're almost there. We're like 2 seconds away from adding that shit in there. Tanner says no canaries anymore. This is above the ground strip mine we use. Okay, so use the Caterpillars, Hitachi shovels, pity cords as well. Hitachi, the same people that make the Matabo shit, it used to be called Hitachi. They're now owned by the company called Kiyoki. But they make some fantastic stuff. Kangaroo style matte pouch poncho looks dope. So I have the you said the matte pouch looks dope. So I have the Essie matte pouch. So one of my favorite matte pouches to put on the front of my bags is by Essie. And you can get it, and I have it in green. You can get it. I guess you can get this fucking bright orange. But this is what I use if I need to keep a map of my local area for my get home bags. And it has a key ring on it. One thing I like about this key ring is it's a quick detach, so you can detach that pretty easily. You can get something cheaper than 39 bucks though. I don't know if I would spend 39 bucks on this shit. So on their website, so it's $27 if you go to KnifeWorks, if you want the green one. If you want that type of stuff, you want to be able to have a matte pouch, 100%. Just Nate says, when trumpets fade, so the favorite movie. So when trumpets fade, The Thin Red Line, Platoon are great movies. So, military movies are the type of thing that can ruin my Sunday. Like if I have a lot of shit planned, laundry, lawn, I want to cut the grass, I want to do some DIY shit. If a movie pops up on my screen and it's a type of movie I'm highly interested in, like a military movie, it will ruin my fucking day. Like I will sit down and watch the shit all day. You basically use the night tour like I do. The head illuminates my back wall for this. Yeah, that's literally, I'm stress testing this light. I literally, until now, I haven't turned this light off in over a year. Right now, showing it to you guys was the first time I turned this light off. But until today, I literally had not turned this light off in over a year. I wanted to see how well it would work. And it's been working pretty good. The pre-run mini. I like the pre-run mini. I think they just came out with version 2. Olight pre-run mini. The headband is cool, but I forget the headband. And if I need to do any work underneath the truck, my truck or some shit like that, I normally keep a ball cap in my truck, and most of my flashlights have the ability to point forward if I need to. So it just really depends on like what's my end goal with those. The Raylight Pineapple in the titanium, wondering if I made a mistake for $34. The convoy looks decent. No, you did not make a mistake. No, you did not make a mistake. I mean, it's pricey, but I have the Raylight Voltsteed combo. The Raylight low lumen mode is god tier. The Raylight low lumen mode is god tier. It's so freaking fantastic, man. So like I have the Raylight collaboration with Voltsteed, and this thing here it goes down to 1 freaking lumen. Now, I don't know if the Raylight Pineapple goes down to 1 lumen, but this is one of my favorite things about this flashlight. It's a little bulky. The pocket clip's a little obnoxious, but this freaking flashlight, I might use this right now because I'm about to go I'm walking to the house and I need to get to the bedroom without waking up Mrs. X until I freaking start rubbing on her goddamn ass.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
That's the one thing I like about the Raylight.
Come on, man.
It just has these god tier low lumen modes that are just so freaking fantastic, man. Another thing that's freaking fantastic coming through with a freaking $2 super chat. Battalion Stallion, stand up, man. New EDC god, Mr. X himself. Sir, I appreciate that stuff, man. Good head on your shoulders. So one thing I would say is like, I like titanium stuff, but for me personally, and I'm probably going to do a video on this, there's a lot of titanium. There's a lot of stuff in the EDC world right now that's a little overhyped. That doesn't mean you shouldn't buy it. But a few things that I think are a little overhyped right now in the EDC world are titanium, autumn, some toys like fucking dice and fidgets and slingshots and shit like that. Some of the stuff is a little overhyped. I think I'm gonna do a video about it. And that doesn't mean I don't fucking own the shit, right? But I don't want some people to get stuck down a rabbit hole. If it brings you pleasure, absolutely buy the shit. If it brings you pleasure, absolutely snag the shit. But don't feel like you're forced to do it, right? And yeah. Michael says, I've been building a survival chest rig. Okay, so let me look that up because a lot of these chest rigs, I have mine slimmed down because whenever I go rucking and shit like that, I don't want to look like a freaking renegade with a plate carrier that I'm rucking and I'm trying to like, you know, I'm walking through my neighborhood because when I ruck, I start at my house, I walk. And if I got a plate carrier on and I'm wearing combat boots and I'm wearing some silkies and I got a goddamn 15-liter bag on him, like what the, and I, you know, I'm a black guy, I got dreadlocks, like what the fuck is this guy going on? Like what the hell?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
I'm just saying, Boosie.
Come on,
like
man.
you got to think about that stuff. So a lot of times as I build out my loadouts, Australia, no, I'm not in Australia. Let's see, let's just continue in Australia. So you're going to, so they have a nice loadout system here, you say, huh? Which line would I look at, Michael, to find their loadouts? So here's a chest rig. I need a new tactical belt. I know that for sure. I need a new tactical belt. So Michael, what are you using specifically for your chest rig from them? The pineapple and tactile turn have been on my titanium radar for a while. Yeah, I have a titanium tactile turn pen. This pen here by tactile turn is forced patina. They started off with copper and then they forced patinaed and made it this color. So yeah, don't get it twisted. I got the shit. That doesn't mean that I need the shit, right? The bushcraft line, okay. But yeah, that doesn't mean I need the shit. It's just something I'm always thinking about, right? So you said the bushcraft line. So let's see. Wow, I like this freaking jacket. Oh my God. I love the functionality of this goddamn jacket. But also they have a poncho. Okay, so $166. Okay, look at this big pocket in the front of this freaking poncho. That's phenomenal. I mean, it is fucking pricey, but I love ponchos that have big pockets in the front. Like, I really enjoy ponchos that have big pockets in the front. Like, because when I'm wearing them, a lot of times when I put on a poncho, I'm jumping in and out of different systems. Now, this is $166 because you can sleep inside this shit. You can use it as a windbreak. You can use it laid on the ground or whatever you need to do. So I get it. You can keep a mat pouch inside. Okay. Yeah, I like this. I'm gonna save this. Good looking out, Michael, man. I'm gonna save this website. Definitely gonna save that. I've never even heard of these folks. Is the Rook flashlight worth the price? No, I don't think it's worth 70 bucks. It's a good flashlight, Mike and Ike's. But in order to charge, you got to take the battery out. I'm not a big fan of that. So I think to charge this thing, if I'm not mistaken, you have to take the battery out and you charge it with USB Type-C. I don't like that. So you can keep extra batteries with you. The pocket clip is really bulky. I don't like how big the pocket clip is. And it's very easy to, this button has gotten stuck on me a couple times. So the actuating button in the back has gotten stuck on me a couple times. The only reason I own this is because they sent it out to me. But if I was really interested in this, I probably would have watched some YouTube videos about it. But I don't think it's worth $70. Just because of those few things. I don't want to have to take the battery all the way out. I would have loved if they would have put like a USB-C charger somewhere on the outside. That would have made a lot more convenient than me having to take the battery out. But I get it. I get it. If you need a belt, look at Core. They sent me a belt to review. It's a solid brand. Really? Field trip. Let me see. So Core tactical belt. Let me just put Core tactical belt. So a lot of times when I go to the range, my loadout for the range, I need a better belt when I'm at the range. I need a better belt when I'm at the range. Because my current belt, I feel like, because I like the holster, obviously I like the holster on my belt when I'm at the range. And I feel like my belt's not getting it done. Let me see. Which one did they send you? EDC explained. Yeah, which one did they send you? Geekest guy says the Rovivon low lumen ass Ruben light. I feel that one. Listen, I need a flashlight 100% that at least can get down to 1 lumen. Not all my flashlights, but I love a good flashlight that has a low lumen mode. This Rook has a 1 lumen mode. I have like the Olight i1R Pro, whatever that shit is. Like it has a half lumen mode, all that good stuff. Yeah, I started this late, man. Y'all just wanted to do a late night. The reason I started this live stream is because I was literally about to sit down in the man cave and I was going to watch a video about Labor Day deals. And I said, well, you know what? I might as well just fucking live stream this shit. I got a good head on my shoulders, man. I might as well freaking share. It's 2100 in Hawaii. And also another reason I chose the live stream right now, I got people in Hawaii, but I also have people that are in like, that are in Australia that watch my channel and they don't get to join live streams very often. So I like to mix it up sometimes. I don't have shit to do tomorrow. And yeah. So the chest rig. So the only people that can put links in my chat are mods. So tell me tell me which one you want me to look at, and I'll check it out, Michael. Simperfly says any Amazon reclamation for pins in the 50. Dude, listen, my goddamn hooked on phonics is trash. Reclamation for pins in the $50 or dollar range. Because I can't pronounce the fucking word reclamation, I probably can't confidently give you a goddamn suggestion, sir. But we'll look the shit up. So, goddamn, $1,100. Who the fuck is spending $1,100 on this goddamn fountain pen? Good God. God damn. Okay, so fountain. So I'm not a. If these are fountain pens overall, the biggest thing I have with fountain pens is that I tend to drag my left hand when I write, and they don't dry fast enough. So I ended up smearing across my EDC journal. Speaking of EDC journals, make sure you check out the marinex.com if you want to get yourself a freaking EDC journal. Because, of course, you know, that is where the EDC journal that I use. So the marinex.com, all the shit that I have, the coaster that I'm using today, the EDC Chronicle notebook, all that type of shit. Is this is the journal that I use. So because I write right-handed, but I drag my left hand a lot when I write. So I don't use fountain pens very often. I don't use fountain pens very often. So have I checked out the Through Night flashlights? So Through Night has reached out to me before to send me flashlights. And whenever they ask for a flashlight, I always send companies my ethics statement. And some companies, they just don't agree with my ethics statement. This is the same statement I send to companies. It's public on my website. Basically, what my ethics statement says, without you guys having to freaking read through it, is it basically says, I don't owe you shit. Okay. So my ethics statement basically says I don't owe you shit unless you pay me. So I let companies know you can send me free products, but I don't owe you any videos. I don't owe you any content unless you're willing to pay for it. And if I really like it, I may do a video on it. Most companies agree to it. Through Night did not agree. They want me to produce a video. So because they wanted me to produce a video, they got to pay for it. So they've never sent me a flashlight. So I haven't checked out one. But so a lot of companies end up agreeing to it, like Nutsack. I have a relationship with Nutsack. They sent me this admin pouch. They don't require me to make any videos. I make it because I like it, right? Right? But so I sent them my ethics statement. They either do or don't agree with it. But are they good? I don't see why they're not good. I don't see why they're not good. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos on it. So what do I think a good flashlight is? So for me, I need the buttons to never stick, ever stick. I had a Nikkor flashlight. The button stuck all the time. I fucking hated it. This Rook flashlight, the button sticks sometimes. I don't like that. I also like flashlights. If I need to recharge them, I prefer AA or AAA. But if I have to recharge your flashlight, I do not want to take the battery out. I don't. I would prefer that it's USB Type-C and I could just plug it up and charge the battery while it's still inside. But there's been plenty of times where I fucking took the battery out and it fucking grew legs and I don't know where it is. So, you know. Yeah, so Through Light goes down to half a lumen. Olight has flashlights that go down to half a lumen as well. The reason I like half a lumen so much is for nights like tonight, right? You know, I'm about to go in the house and I'm not going to turn on any lights. I'm going to go in there. I'm just going to turn on a flashlight. To get to the man cave, to my bedroom, I want a low lumen flashlight. I don't want to wake up my wife. I have a 4-month-old that sleeps in our room as well. I don't want to wake him up with a bright ass flashlight. So I really like low lumen mode flashlights, but it's not a requirement. Got the new Buck. Did you get an automatic or is it the normal Buck 110? I feel like you gotta own a Buck if you own if you have, you know, pocket knives and shit like that. Having a Buck in an arsenal just makes sense. You know, my favorite Buck hands down is the 112 Pro. It's a lockback. You can't whip it open. But it's just one of my favorite Bucks, man. It's just one of those pocket knives that when you get it in your hand, you get it in your pocket, it just feels really, really good. So the one that I have is the 112 Pro Slim. It's a fantastic knife. It feels really sturdy. It feels like you can beat this shit up, hit it with a log, everything about it. You got the auto. Okay, you got the auto. But I love the Buck 112. It's a lockback, so like I say, it's not as cool as some other knives because you can't you can't flick this thing open with your thumb. But once it's open, once you're using this thing feels freaking phenomenal. It feels phenomenal. Especially with S30V still on this thing, it gets the job done. For Civivi, Olight is super sufficient. Oh, for civilian use, Olight is super sufficient. Yeah. My only issue with Olight is the proprietary charger. That's like my biggest issue with Olight. So like I have the so like in my carry today, I'm using the EDC 27 by Nikkor. And this thing here only gets down to 15 lumens, so it doesn't have a low lumen mode. But this thing here, I like it because I can just slap a USB Type-C charger in there and recharge it. Olight does have flashlights that use USB Type-C, but a lot of their flashlights use their proprietary charger, and I'm not a big fan of their proprietary charger. Not because it's not good, it's that you have to have one laying around. So I personally could never keep an Olight in my truck because if I get in there and I go to turn it on and it's dead, I'm gonna be fucking pissed because I don't keep their charger in my truck. I don't keep extra batteries in my truck. But if I got a Streamlight or Nikkor or something like that where I can either throw a AA inside or I can just slap a USB-C type charger on there, I'm good to go. 100% will be good to go. Yeah, that knife is good. If you're looking for a good lockback, I like the Buck 112. You don't even have to get the one that has the S30V steel. You can just get the I think this one here, the one is $31. This one is using 420 HC blade steel, which is, for me personally, you got to sharpen it more. It's not going to be, it's not as hard and it doesn't have as much corrosion resistance as S30V. But if you're okay with sharpening your knife once a month, you don't need the flashy scales. It still has the same functionality. It's still lockback and it's 1/3 the price. So it kind of makes sense. So you don't have to spend $100 on there. And here I am loving them for their charger. Sorry, everybody likes it. I'm just me personally. You know, the charger is the thing that holds me back. Let me show you what they're about to drop. So Olight's about to drop a new flashlight. And I know they would hate that I'm showing this to you guys, but I'm gonna show it to you anyway. So the Olight Seeker 4 is about to drop. Okay, this is gonna be dropping in about 2 weeks. They sent this out to me. Shout out to Olight. I didn't pay for this shit. I don't have any use for this flashlight. 4600 high lumen mode, which is pretty good. I'm going to give this away to a channel member. I have no need for this flashlight. So I'm going to do a members only stream. We just did a members only stream where I gave away a bunch of Vertex bags. So if you want to get this flashlight, you know, think about joining the memberships, right? But the Seeker 4 Pro is about to drop. Here's the thing. They have this freaking, the one thing I like about this thing, they have this holster, and the holster has a USB-C charger on this thing. So if you want to be able to charge this thing while it's in this holster, you can just put USB-C charger. And also, it looks like you can use a proprietary charger on the bottom of it if you don't have it. But one thing I don't like about this, it doesn't have a pocket clip. It doesn't have a pocket clip. That's an issue for me, mainly because if I have like a plate carrier on or something like that, I want to be able to put the flashlight on my shoulder while I'm rucking and the flashlight point forward. So if it's hanging down like this, I want to be able to point the flashlight forward. I'm not going to put this big ass holster on my loadout when I'm rucking, but I get it. If you're going to put this on your utility belt or something like that, this might work. But I don't think, like I say, shout out to Olight for sending this out. I don't think I'm going to do a video on it. Like I said, I sent them my ethics statement. They know what the deal is. I'm probably not going to do a video on it. I'm going to feature it in some live streams. That's about as good as it's going to get. And I'm going to end up giving this away to a channel member because it's just going to end up sitting in my EDC drawer. I don't want to be gluttonous. And that's another thing. Oh, another thing that EDC Pocket Tools just said, does it have a lanyard hold? It does not. It does not. And that's another thing. So it doesn't have it on there. So it doesn't have a lanyard hold. It's a big ass flashlight. The Seeker Mini's in my truck. Do I have a Seeker Mini nearby? So like other Olights, so the Seeker 4 obviously is a lot smaller, you know. But the Seeker 4 has a pocket clip. It has the it used their proprietary charger, which I don't like. But you know what? It's a lot smaller. So this is something I would ruck with because I can put this on my shoulder and I can use this when I'm rucking. Or the pre-run Mini, even smaller, right? But also uses their proprietary charger. So it's just really depending on what you want. But that's like my biggest issue with Olight. It's just the proprietary charger. Sometimes I can't get down with that, right? Have I heard of Rovivon? Yeah. The Rovivon Angel Eyes E3 Dual. They just sent that to me. Let me see. Is this it right here? Yeah. So Rovivon has sent me several flashlights. I don't particularly, let me put this Seeker 4 away. Yeah, if you're interested in winning that, man, make sure you think about joining memberships. You might be able to get your, I don't know what the pricing is going to be on this thing. Looks like a pretty durable flashlight, but I don't have a need for it. But when it comes to Rovivon, they've sent me several of their flashlights. They sent me 2 of the Angel Eyes, and I don't know if this is the E5. So this is the same concept as the E3, but the E5. It has the dual system inside. I'm probably gonna give this away too, to be honest with you. Actually, I'm gonna give this away now. So let's give this away now. Let's give this away now. Let's do some trivia. Let's give this away now. So we're gonna give away the Rovivon E5 dual system flashlight. Dual meaning it has a battery that comes with it, and you can put a AAA battery inside of here, which I have not done. But so it has their battery, and then you can put a AAA battery inside. It's a decent flashlight. I'm not going to use it. I already know myself. So let's give this away. Let's give this away. Let's do some trivia. Let us give this away. Now this is going to be based on a video from my channel. So the easiest way to win this is pull up my channel now. I'm going to ask a question about my channel and you could just quickly look the shit up. All right, so on my channel about a year ago, I did a video on an installation of a garage door opener. What was the brand of the garage door opener? About a year ago, I did a video on a garage door opener. What was the brand of the garage door opener? The first person to put that in chat will win this Roe v. Von E5 flashlight. So about a year ago, I did a video on the installation of a garage door opener for your man cave. What was the brand? They sent you the East 300. Yeah, they've sent me some flashlights. They sent me the that Rook. They sent that out to me. No, actually, no. Volsi sent that to me. They sent me a lot of flashlights in the past. Yep, there you go, Dr. Breezy. Congratulations, sir. Genie. So yeah, I did an installation video on the Genie 6172. So the first one I saw was just the brand. You didn't have to give me the model number, just the brand. So what you can do is if you go to my email is in the chat, or you can just go, you can email me, Dr. Breezy, tell me that you won this flashlight. I'll send this out. Okay. I'm going to drop my email in the chat. You can also just go to my website. My email's there. My email's also in the description of this video. Send me an email, Dr. Breezy. I'll send this flashlight out to you, man. Yeah, I'll send this out to you. Mastercraft. No, listen, I like wall-mounted garage door opener. I don't like the over-the-head garage door openers. Yeah, I don't like the over-the-head. Yeah, send me an email. I'll send this out to you. I will definitely send this out to you. He says, Dr. Breezy, please tell me you live in the States. Please tell me you live in the States. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys for kicking it for a late night live stream. If this is your first time stop by, make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. I would love to have you part of the battalion. If this is not your first time stopping by, well, for some reason, you came here, you watched me run my grape. I appreciate that shit. We will definitely speak soon. Keep your eyes open. I'm probably going to do a live stream specifically about EDC and survival deals. So keep on your notifications and we will speak soon.